There it goes. It's on me. You guys got us? Check the audio. I'm checking the comments here. You guys.
Oops.
Oh no, Greg in the house. #1 fan. What's up, Greg? Failed. Best start doing push-ups. Yeah, I told somebody the other day. I said, dude, if he fails, I said he's gonna do like 100 push-ups for me.
Don't worry, I need the push-ups.
All right, are we good now? Is audio good, you guys? Yeah. I need it more than you do. So I need some sit-ups more than that. I gotta get rid of this gut. So anyway, guys. So yeah, we it's been an eventful last few weeks. Aaron's been doing great. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys he's been one of the best PSDs, if not the best PSD, as far as patience, receptiveness, the ability and willingness to learn. He's been very, very focused. Okay, did great on the pad. He aced his pre-trip and never got to the driving part because of the maneuvers part that he got stumped on. But it wasn't that he was stumped. Do you want to tell everybody what all? Because I obviously, as the instructor, I'm not allowed to be out there when you're doing this. I can't even be, like, if they catch me, like, looking through the window or something, I could be, like, giving him, like, hand signals, like, steal third, you know? And they didn't want me doing that, so anyways, what's going on?
It can be a bit stressful. It stressed me out. I just choked under pressure and, be prepared for that. Be prepared to, because it...
Feel like the whole world's on your shoulders.
Yeah.
So, now, I gotta be honest with you, because I know you were disappointed in yourself or whatever, but how did you expect me to react when you walked in? Like, when I found out, what did you think I was gonna do? Because, I mean, you've been with me for almost 2 weeks now, and, what was going through your head? Like, what did you think?
Well, I didn't really know how you were going to react, but I did know that you were going to be upset with me.
I was going to punch him in the face.
Nah, I doubt you would have done that. But no, it's just...
You saying I can't do it? No,
I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying you wouldn't.
He's right, I wouldn't. I'm a big teddy bear. I wouldn't do that.
But no, it's,
So he was really concerned about my reaction. He was concerned about letting himself down, more than anything, his family. And he comes from a long line of drivers, and his brothers drive, and his dad drove, and he, I'm not trying to tell your life story, but I'm just saying, like, he had a lot on his shoulders. He had a lot he felt like he was trying to live up to. And when he realized that, man, I messed this up, and I was like, dude, if you think for 1 second that you're the only person that's ever failed this exam and not trifected, I said, you're out of your mind, man. I said, you got to look at the bright side of things. Like, we're going to go out for another week and come back and test you again. And it's just going to make you a better driver. It's just going to make you a better overall professional driver. You're going to be more apt and more ready. Like, dude, I mean, you're going to have more experience than these guys that are testing out, just only going on a 100-mile run on the pad, So, I mean, there's a lot of, and think of all the positivity you can bring to somebody else, like right now on the channel, for people that are wanting to come in and say, hey, look, do this, don't do this. And we also learned a lot, too. We had my buddy John Cannell come over, because what happened after you failed and we got through doing the consultation? What happened? Like, what did we do? What was the first thing we did?
Oh, we went right back there and did some more runs.
I think he was surprised, because he was expecting, like, okay, I failed. Let's go out. Let's go. I guess we're gonna go eat lunch. We're gonna go sulk a little bit. I was like, because the examiner was like, well, what do you want to do? I said, well, of course I want to test him as fast as possible, but what I really want to do right now, there's no sleep till Brooklyn. We're going out to the pad right now. And he was like...
When you said, like, there's no sleep till Brooklyn, I thought we were just, like, going to head straight out to the road to Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Psych. Right back to the pad, so... let's read some of the comments here. Let's see what they say. All right, so... And I think you got a lot of love coming over here, too, so...
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Yep. See?
Let's see here. There's no success without failure.
There you go.
Rob. Keep your head up. You'll get it, man. Thanks, Tiller1227. Yeah, I appreciate the support, everyone.
Yeah.
Great.
Guys, I mean, and this is the thing about it is, it's true. I mean, it's not about failing. It's about how you react and get back to it. You know, how you get back up, you know?
Yeah.
So.
How'd that song go? I can't remember the song. Never mind.
You're going to think of it like 10 minutes and you're just going to start singing it. Like,
yeah, it's going to be stuck in my head.
So Shady G says, what part did he fail on? I missed it, but don't get discouraged. My PSD trainer, hold on, let me show this. I will show this. My PSD trainer told me your license will say CDL, not CDFO, first or second time. Exactly. So why don't you explain to him what happened?
Okay, so I got my pre-trip down. I missed a couple things. It was the horns. I don't know why I just forget the horns.
He forgot his horns. Well, a lot of times when we were doing it too, and like we were at truck stops and stuff, it was like late at night when we'd stop. So I would always be like, just go through the motions, but don't actually do it because we don't want to wake the guy up next to us. So he just spaced out on the horns.
But it came down to the backing maneuver, which is the second part. It was a forward offset, and then right after that was a offset backing, like a blindside parallel park, I think some people call it.
Yeah, it's a reverse offset, I think is what they actually listed as a reverse. But yes, for us it would be a blindside parallel. Yeah, what we would call a blindside parallel.
So what happened is the forward offset is I hit like the corner cone, and it took like almost all of my points, like except for like 2 points.
No, 1, because that cone was worth 7.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so for anybody coming in wanting to do the CDL exam at Prime in Springfield, I don't know, the point system is probably the same at all locations. Okay, don't quote me on this. I don't know, but I do know in Springfield, and this is something that when I invited my buddy John Connell to come over, and John, if you're watching, thank you guys so much, or Wayne, your brother, guys, I really appreciate you guys' insight because I learned something too with John. But I'm thinking, I'm very open-minded, so I'm thinking like, man, maybe I'm doing something wrong, not necessarily wrong, but like not giving Aaron like what he needs to make it click, or something's going wrong. And so I asked John to come over, and I was like, hey, look, this is a fantastic trainer here. He's a fantastic instructor. Like, I'm going to let him go through the motions with you for a set of maneuvers. John took the time out of his day to come over there and help us, and I was really grateful for it. And John's such an amazing person, him and his brother, 2 good God-fearing men, man, those guys, God bless them. So, and we have a lot of great instructors at Prime, but anyways, he came over, and of course, this guy hits all the maneuvers, all 4, perfectly.
Like 3 times in a row.
3 times in a row, back to back to back. I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me, man. I was like, now I gotta go slip this guy $100 to retest you right now. No, seriously, we can't do that. So, no. But, and you have to wait 48 hours to test again if you fail the exam. So,
yeah.
But
which is why we're out here right now.
Exactly, we're out here right now because I told him, I said, man, I'd rather you be getting some experience instead of us just sitting there not making money, not doing anything. Let's go get some experience. Let's get you back out on the road, and we'll come back again the day before you test, and we'll do it again. Because we were out on the pad the night before the truck. So we were out on the pad for the night before his test, but the truck right before that afternoon, before we got ready to go to the pad, it decided it was going to throw a check engine light and have injector issues. Had to take it right. It's just a bad omen. Like it was
just Springfield, man.
Yeah, it's just Springfield. When you said it was the Hardwick curse, is what you said.
Yeah, I did say
your last name curse. He told me like when he got on the truck like a couple weeks ago, he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. He's like, we're cursed. I was like, man, don't say that, bro. Like, please, like, don't say that. Like, and I will say we have had a lot of issues since you've been on the truck with.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in hard mode right now.
Oh, Tiller says, by the way, Aaron, you lost the game.
Dadgummit. You hit me with that.
Yeah.
Hit me with some love, and then you threw that at my face.
Exactly, threw it right in your face.
But Tiller, I see what you're saying. I'm heading out there in March. Honestly, this could be me soon. I'm nervous, but looking forward to it. You will be nervous, but just keep your head up and just I'm glad you're looking forward to it. By the way, I'm sorry. First live, by the way.
It's his first live, so he's trying to work all the bugs out right now. So give him a second. He's working on it.
Yeah, it's just
you're doing great, by the way.
I do appreciate.
You're doing great. Yeah,
a little bit of love there.
Let's see. We've got Jeffrey Huff says, I've been with Prime for almost 3 years. I failed twice before I got my license. I've only killed one mailbox. Oh my God. I was about to say like one dude. I was like, oh my gosh. One stop sign, but I've never hit, I think he said hit a moose. Yeah. Never hit a moose. Dude, you're lucky. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've never killed a mailbox or a stop sign. And apparently I didn't kill the moose either when I hit the moose. So,
of course.
Yeah. And then the lady from Prime, she was like, when we started getting into the accident thing, she was like, you know, how was the moose? And I'm like,
it walked away.
What do you mean, how was the moose? Like, what kind of question is that to ask a human being? How was the moose? You know what? I went back and I checked on it, and you know what? We're going to have dinner later. He invited me over to their, like, they have a beautiful cave right off the highway, and they're inviting me over. We're going to have, me and my wife are going to go over there, and we're going to eat with the moose. So, now what do you mean how the moose is? The moose is non-existent. I'm not going back there and checking on that moose. Like, I'm going to get attacked by the mother. Like, this was a baby moose. I mean, he was like, you know, baby moose is like 6 foot tall, but, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going, no. Come on, man. No, that moose is on his own, bro. That moose is, let's hope that moose has got Geico. That's all I'm saying.
Chiller back at it again was all good. You're doing great. Happened to be from East Tennessee as well. Well,
nice.
A fellow neighbor. That's good to know. Oh, wait. I saw something earlier. Shady G. I don't know if we got this before. The injectors must be a Peterbilt thing. That's
yes.
The first time I've heard that. I still want a Peterbilt, though.
Yes. So I'm going to address Quinn Anderson's comment first. He says, your post the other day saying you had a good feeling about it was why. You saying something just meant that someone had different ideas. You know, see, I don't feel that way. I feel like God had different plans. Like, you know, either it was for some reason, and I do my very best to be a man of conviction, a man of circumstance, and I really feel like God had different ideas. So he had something else going on, but whatever the case may be with the truck, whatever the case may be with the test, whatever it was, he had something else going on for us. So, but I understand the whole jinx thing is, yeah, I get that. You know, jinx, you owe me a coke, like one of those things, you know. Yeah, I got you. Wood thing. The whole knock on wood thing, yeah. And Shady G says the injectors must be a Peterbilt thing. That's not the first time I've heard that. I still want a Peterbilt. So here's the thing about the injectors. So we get the Peterbilt. They throw your check engine light code. We first cranked it up that morning. What was it? Tuesday morning. Fired it up Tuesday morning. Him and I, Aaron and I, we went inside. We got breakfast. We got a shower. We did our laundry. Chilled out while the laundry was finishing. I was like, all right, are you ready to get on the pad? Because it was Monday, wasn't it? Monday. Yeah,
it was like
Monday.
The first day we came in.
Monday, yeah. Okay, so Monday. And I said, because we got there Sunday night and we just chilled out. No, we did pad work. We got there Sunday, did pad work, and then
Sunday?
Yeah, and then Monday we slept until like 6, got up, got breakfast and all that stuff. Fired the truck up and it was idling really rough. It was woo, 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 woo. And I'm like, what is going on? This is crazy. So I was out of my little nicotine dip pouches and I told Aaron, I said, look, you know, if you would run me up to the Come and Go, let's go get some coffee. Let's go, you know, get the little nicotine pouches or whatever. And I said, well, when then we'll come back, we'll grab a trailer. We're just going to work it out all day, you know, until it gets to the point where we can't do it no more. And we go to leave the Come and Go, and the truck, he was pulling out of the driveway of the gas station, and the truck just, I mean, you just sound like the top end the valves were just about to fall off the side of the block. I mean, out of the head. And I was just like, you got to be kidding me. What is going on? I look over, there's a check engine light. I said, dude, is that a check engine light? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, great. I was like, what now? So I called Road Assist. I was like, hey, can you guys, because this is the great thing about technocracy now. Some of you call it technology. It's technocracy to me. But I called Road Assist and I said, hey, you know, this thing's throwing a check engine light. Can you guys diagnose it remotely? And he says, well, it's saying cylinder 2 misfire. And as soon as he said that, I knew it was injectors. I knew. And what was so crazy, and Quinn, you're probably going to love this. What was so crazy is that I just got off the phone with 2 guys that I knew that were telling me about their injector issues on their Peterbilt. And they're like, what do you do? Like, what do you do this was this week. What have you done? You got 320,000 miles on your truck. You've never had a problem. What's going on? What do you do? And so I told them, I was like, every once a month, I will treat my fuel with Lucas Fuel Stabilizer. And there's this water dissipation formula. It's and fuel line antifreeze and cleaner for your tanks called Heat. So I usually put about 80 gallons worth of treatment in each tank of the Heat, which is usually about 4 bottles. They're little tiny bottles. and it's for gas or diesel engines. And then I put a quart in each tank of the Lucas fuel stabilizer, because each gallon of Lucas fuel stabilizer can treat 400 gallons. So we've got two 100-gallon tanks. So obviously I've split it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. You guys, I don't know. I just have never had any problems.
It's a Peterbilt thing.
It's a Peterbilt thing. So had some problems this week. So, but I was like, you know, me and Aaron were keeping our chin up. We're like, hey man, right back where we started, the Peterbilt dealership, because we had a lot of stuff going with the Peterbilt. Had a lot of work needed to be done. We had, they had the second leveling valve installed on the truck.
First night I drove it.
Yep. First night he drove it, bunch of shaking going on, realized there was a steer tire with a belt bad on the driver's side. Once again, God had other plans, you know. I mean, it's just nothing I can control. So we get, he went back to campus. Well, no, we went straight back from Peterbilt and went and got a pad truck.
Yeah.
We got back at like 6:30 and Steve Larson is still there in the training department. So I was like, Steve, oh my gosh, thank God. I was like, dude, I explained to him what happened. I was like, I need a pad truck. Like, my guy's testing tomorrow and I've got to get him acclimated to a Freightliner now. So we jump in the Freightliner. We're out there for like over 3 hours, just constantly backs freezing cold. I am like frozen out there because, you know, I don't sit in the truck with my guys. I'm outside. I'm guiding. I'm directing. I'm watching. I'm, you know, pointing things out. And we get done, and so he goes to the campus, and we go to the terminal to go get something to eat, and he goes to Campus Inn to go to bed. He's like, what are you going to do? And I'm like, we'll find a hole somewhere in the Millennium, go crawl off, go to sleep, because, I mean, there's no bunk rooms available. I'm not paying for a hotel for like 8 hours, 9 hours. So I went up to the driver's lounge upstairs after we ate, and they have this like long bench. So if any of you were at the terminal, you're watching this, you guys were at the terminal, I was the homeless looking guy sleeping up against the little couch thing in the wall. I had all my stuff like right there, and I woke up, I slept from like maybe 10:30 to like 6 a.m. and Peterbilt calls, and they're like, hey man, just letting you know your truck's ready. And I was like, oh yes, thank you, Jesus. I'm texting Aaron like, hey, calling him like, bro, get over here. I'm going to go get the truck and get your breakfast. Yeah, he was already on his way, and I was like, get your breakfast, do whatever you got to do. I'll be right back. And bro, we got in there, and we were on the pad for probably a good three more hours before he tested. And it just wasn't meant to be. I mean, he did great on his pre-trip. I had no doubt on that, because we really harped on the pre-trip while we were out here out on the road, and his backing was great. I mean, he did the great maneuvers and everything, but he's more of a little bit more reserved. And he even told me when he got in the truck the first night, he's like, man, I just want to let you know I'm not, you know, I know it's going to be weird, but I'm really nervous. You know, like I get really nervous. And I said, dude, don't be nervous. And he told me, he says, man, I really want to impress you. And I'm like, don't do that. I'm like, you don't need to impress me. Like, the only way you're going to impress me is do your very best, 100%. Like, that's all I want you to do. Do your very best. I'll do my very best, and we'll meet together in the middle. You know, you impress yourself. Set goals for yourself. Don't set goals for me, bro. You know, because this is your make or break success time. Everything that you do right now is to get you geared up for the future. So, he's been great. I mean, he really has been a really great student, and I'm not going to give up on him. You know, I mean, he's not. And there's nothing wrong. It's just like all you guys say in the comments, you know, success stems from failure. And it's all about how you get back up and you pick yourself up. And he's rearing ready to go. I mean, he just did a full shift today. So he's doing really good. So
Queen Anderson said God wanted to make sure he knew the way of the road and all the problems that could happen before he even went to test for the CDL. Yeah, that's true. I mean, God has a reason for everything. Maybe he just wanted me out here first before actually like trying the maneuvers to get a feel of the trailer and all that, because it's been the first time I've ever driven a rig.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
I've been inside of them like a bunch of times, and I've rode with my brothers going down the road, but that was the first time I ever driven an actual rig with a trailer.
Right. So Payne 23 says it's a PACCAR thing. Peterbilt does sell that cleaner, by the way. The cleaner that they advise you guys to use is called Power Service Cetane Clean. So they want you to use that stuff. It's in a little white bottle. You can get it at Walmart, truck stops, anything like that. You're going to want one bottle per tank because it treats up to 100 gallons. But I had that in there. I had Lucas fuel stabilizer in there, and it still, the check engine light wasn't going off, and the rattle was still there. It would come and go, even before we got to Peterbilt. So here's the deal with the injectors. We found out the injectors were developed in Europe for European PACCAR motors. The problem is that their fuel is a lot cleaner and a higher grade than ours. So they have a lot less contamination in their fuel. These injectors are single port injectors that come on these motors. Okay, so this is all becoming clear now. It all makes sense. These injectors have one port that the fuel shoots through. Boom, boom, boom. When that port gets clogged up, there is no going back. You're going to have a misfire, and you're going to have your engine running on only a certain amount of cylinders instead of the full 6. So now what's happening is they said their protocol now, they understand the issue and they know the issue. They want you to come in and get the injectors flushed, like which we did. We came in there, got the injectors flushed. They didn't, they went in and flushed all 6, the rail, everything, and it's fine. Everything's good to go now. We don't know for how long, though. That's the problem. So when you do that twice, that's when they start replacing injectors. And the OEM replacement now is a tri-port. So there's 3 ports to these injectors now. So being that the United States fuel is a lot more dirty, I guess if you want to just layman's terms, it's not as high of a cetane quality. It's very contaminated compared to European fuel. If you have one of those ports go bad, you still got 2 firing. If you have 2 of them go bad, you still got 1 firing. So they're a lot more durable and they're less vulnerable to failure, complete misfire failure, versus the original OEM one. So that's where we're at. So I'm on cleaning number 1, 320,000 miles. We'll see what happens. So anyways, no hippie.
Don't talk too loud.
What?
I said don't talk too loud.
Yes, definitely. I'm not even going to try to knock on wood. It's not even worth it. No hippie, what's up, brother? He says, I failed my first time. It's nothing to even trip about.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know why you're making such a big deal about this, making us do this live and everything.
Hey, it was your decision, not mine.
Well, I asked him. I said, do you want to do a live? I said, this would be a good learning thing for you to be able to share some information to guys and stuff like that. So I will tell you this. When John came over and he was kind of with us over there at the pad, and I told him, like, if you don't mind, man, if you got the time, will you run through his maneuvers with him? John said that we started going over the points. So here, guys, for you guys watching and you're coming into Prime, and this could be the same with other testing schools, Missouri or other states, I don't know. But on the maneuver side of the test, so you have your pre-trip side, you have your maneuver side, and then you have your driving side of the test. So there's 3 sides to the test. So once he passes the pre-trip in the state of Missouri, he's good. He doesn't have to pass pre-trip anymore. When he comes back to retest, he's got to do his maneuvers and his driving. The maneuver side of the test, they allow you 8 points, and you can still pass. So when they say 8 points, if you encroach on a line, you lose 2 points. If you hit a cone, you lose 7 points. If you go out of boundaries on a maneuver, like so the forward offset, you have to line up your right trailer tires in between a cone and a yellow line on the ground. If you go out of boundaries on that maneuver, it's 5 points. Every extra pull-up after your free pull-up, you get 2 free pull-ups on the last maneuver, the reverse offset, is an extra point. So you can start doing the calculations, and we didn't understand that at first because nobody really laid it out, and I should have asked. It's my fault. I should have asked before I even picked Aaron up, like, what's the point system, what's the standings, and all that. And John really helped us out with that. So, but that would have been I think that would have been another thing in his mind at that time that he'd have just been trying to be too conscious of and too worried about. But now we have a better understanding of it. So when he pulled forward on that forward offset and he hit that first cone, he lost 7 points. He's still got 1 more maneuver to do, and he can only lose 1 more point and still pass. So when he came back on that reverse offset, he stopped, tried to correct a little bit, stopped, and then started coming back again. And basically his truck and trailer was at an angle like this. So the bulkhead of the trailer was crossing the line, and the tractor mud flap was crossing the line. 2 points, 2 points, that's 4 points. He shot over 3 points, so he failed. So now we know the point system, and what he should have done was just pulled forward and reset, took a pull-up, because just like John was telling us, you only lose 1 point every pull-up that you do after the 2 free ones.
So just choose the lesser of two evils.
There you go. Choose the lesser of two evils. So, and it's all good though. This is a learning thing. This is constant, this is what it's all about, man. And because, I mean, you can ask any veteran trucker that has a right mind about themselves and they're going to tell you learn every day. You know what I'm saying? I learned, and what did I tell you when you first got on the truck? I said, you're going to be very surprised, but I'm going to learn with you. There's going to be things with you that you look, because I know when you guys come in, my thing was like when I came in, I was like, man, my trainer's got to know everything, I mean, this guy's going to know it all, and it's just a common misconception. You think these guys been doing it so long, they know it all, but they don't. I don't know. I'll never know it all, and neither will you, but the guys that tell you they do, those are the ones that are dangerous. You need to stay away from them because they can really get you hurt. Go ahead.
Shady G come back with another comment. I know we're coming back to
which one? Tell me, what does it
say? Close to the bottom. It says, I like to make myself laugh during the test or just be a little animated. It completely removes the nerves for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were actually talking about that after the test. Like I was just trying to get through it, and I didn't really like do anything to calm myself for it. But we were talking about it, and one good way I like to calm myself is I like to hum like some of my favorite music, or like just play it in my head, and it just calms me down.
And what was the song when you were hit? Because he went back out and he hit all those maneuvers 3 times.
It wasn't a song.
Okay,
it was a band. It was known as Sleep Token. I'm sure a lot of people
Sleep Token. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people have heard about them. They're recently.
So was a certain song that you liked from them? Or?
Well, my favorite song by them is called "The Apparition." It's not exactly heavy metal,
right?
But it's sort of like a softer type tone,
right?
I like it. I know that there's a lot of people out here that don't.
He asked me. He was like, "Have you ever heard of what is it called?"
Sleep Token.
Sleep Token, and I was like, "Bro, if it gets you through whatever you need, I love it. Like I am all about that. Where can I buy the T-shirt? Like that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?" So I said, whatever, man, whatever you need to do. And that was the whole reason to bring John over, is because like maybe hearing a different perspective or a different approach to his learning, maybe that would help. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too prideful to say, hey, I might not be doing something right, or maybe what I'm doing is just not connecting. And maybe John can bring something else to the table to connect. Greg says, how many get out and looks do you get? So on all the maneuvers.
Oh, well, he actually explained this to me during the backing procedure. All backing movements, I think you get 1 or 2 get out and looks for the first like straight line backing, but you don't. No, wait. Yeah, I think that's how it went.
So backing maneuvers get 2 free get out and looks, is what you're saying?
1 or 2. Like I think it's just 1 for the
straight line, and then 2 for the reverse offset.
Yeah, 2 free get out and looks for the reverse offset, and 2 get out and look and 2 free pull-ups
on the reverse offset. But the third get out and look is an auto fail.
Yeah,
so
yeah, if you get out, like even if the door opens a third time, you fail.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just pull up, you just lose 1 point.
Yeah. So you just lose a point pull up, which, like I said, we didn't really understand what we were up against point wise, because it would have been good, but I mean, obviously knowledge is power. The more we would have known, the more we would have grown. But it was just unfortunate circumstances. I felt bad for Aaron because I know he was so disappointed in himself, but I was like, now's the time to not be just a trainer. Like at that point you had to be a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to really like, hey man, don't worry about it. Don't beat yourself up, because there's days where it's not all going to go great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the thing about this industry. I had another guy that we were talking to today that I actually we met him, and I'm not going to say his name because I'm not trying to embarrass him or anything like that. But his view is, I like this, I like this, I like this. I want things to go this way, and I don't understand why they're not going to go that way. And if I don't like it, I'm leaving. And I tried to tell him, I said, look, man, you need to, my best advice to you coming to this program is be positive. Take a positive angle. Don't go looking for problems or looking for negativity, because you will find it. Okay? And if you go threatening to leave, if you go saying, hey, I've already got my bus fare, I've already got my plane ticket, I've already got all this, I'll just take off and go home. you best believe nobody's going to beg you to stay. I've been here 8 years. Nobody's going to beg me to stay. I can promise you that. Like, you know, there's one thing that the industry's not hurting for drivers. Okay, I'm going to tell you that driver shortage thing. That's a lie. It's a big lie. I've said this many times. Go drive a CMV anywhere in America and try to find parking after 5 p.m. It's impossible. You're not going to be able to find it.
It's hard.
So.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. No, they're tired of hearing me talk. They want to hear you talk.
Okay. 412 HWC said that's wild. You failed to get out and look. When I tested, I had unlimited get out and looks, but only 3 pull-ups. I was always taught that if you got to get out and look 100 times, that's what you got to do.
In real life, yes.
Yeah. That might have been the case.
And that's Mouse. That's Mouse. He's a long-time follower. Used to be one of my biggest haters. Now he's like my biggest supporters. Yeah, he's really good. He's a good guy.
I don't know like where you went or how long it's been since you tested, but things change. Like just last year, I think it was, the pre-trip changed. It used to be like you didn't have to say so much. Now you say a little bit more and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it could have been though. You didn't when the pre-trip. Well, the thing about the pre-trip is there's less items to cover, but you have to describe it more. You have to really be a little bit more descriptive. Yeah. And I do want to say he knew his pre-trip well enough. He didn't need that little checklist. He didn't even take one with him. So I was like, man, that's what I'm talking about. So I was pretty proud about that. If you go here on YouTube and look up Prime pre-trip inspection exam. That video is really outdated. I think it's like 2018, 2019.
You know what we should do? We should probably do one for everybody. And have you do it again and not miss the horns.
Oh my gosh. But he went as far as like the alternator and like each like
right.
He was like looking at the mud flaps and like the actual
that's what we had to do. We had to identify the actual suspension air compressor, the alternator, whether it was a gear driven or time and chain driven engine system, for the timing belt or timing chain, gear driven air compressor. Like we had to identify all that stuff. You guys are just like, man, there's some hoses here and they're not bad. They're not leaking. Let's go on to the next side.
Yeah,
I'm just like, what the heck?
He was just like, look at the hoses and then the reservoirs and then the suspension and brakes, and that was it.
It was crazy because when we got out there to do this first pre-trip, like we were studying it, and I was just like, bro, you're gonna need to know a lot more than this. Like I don't know what this is doing, but like I'm like holding these little papers up, and I'm just like, bro, there's a lot more to this truck than just I'm gonna check my passenger side general hoses, the properly mounted secured both ends, not cracked, bent, or broken, no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, not leaking air or fluids, like. That's a broad statement. I'm just going to look at everything and it all seems to be not falling apart. We're good. Let's get out of here. I'm just like, man, they're setting you guys up to do a real trucker pre-trip, aren't they? Like you come out from getting your coffee in the morning. You're just like, yeah, all 4 wheels, all 18 wheels got air in them. Let's go, guys. Let's get out of here.
Let's see. I'm still vertical. Let's go.
Exactly. Not flipped over yet. But yeah, I was, man, holy cow.
Yeah, we came into the industry at the perfect time. Yep, that's about right. Right there at the perfect time.
Holy cow.
Let's see here. 5 years this January. Okay, so that's how long it's been. So
you did your 412s.
Yeah, that's let's see. Yeah, 2020.
Right, so. Right. Rob says pre-trip, never heard of her. Yeah, not until you get pulled on that scale and they do one on you. Do a big old level 1 on you, crawling up under there with a creeper.
Payne23 says also 5 years. TMC failed you and sent you home if they missed something. Oh, wow. My brother was telling me about PMC or TMC. Yeah, TMC. Sorry. They wouldn't take me because of my hair. They
really?
Yeah.
Well, he's the owner. The owner is ex-military, so he's pretty. And dude, those guys, from what I hear. Those trucks are held to such a high standard. They're supposed to wash and detail those trucks like I think it's once a week or twice a week. Like it's a big deal. Man. Like they're big time. He operates it like a military operation over there. It's very tight.
Yeah, my brother was telling me like, yeah, they wouldn't take you with your hair. It's like that. But I ain't cutting my hair, so.
Queen Queen Alyssa says, "Yep, all I had to do to get my CDL is name 31 parts here in Texas." Yeah, man. I mean, it's
31
crazy.
parts.
Yeah, 31 parts. Like the rest of the truck, just forget about it. You're not even taking it with you. It's going to stay there in the parking lot. Just worry about this stuff, you know? It's nuts to me. Carlos says, I'm a Walmart driver.
15 things I had to do.
Carlos, I'm a Prime driver. Good to meet you. My name's Will, and this is Aaron.
I have 2 uncles that drive for Prime. I don't know if I mentioned that last video. But yeah, I have 2 uncles that drive for Walmart, and they are
Walmart. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
You said they drive for Prime.
Whoops, sorry, I meant Walmart.
I'm like, you never told me this.
No, I have 2 uncles that drive for Walmart, and I didn't talk to them about it. I talked to my brother about it, and it's like a very stressful job at Walmart.
Right. Well, that's the thing is, like, a lot of you guys come in and you're like, man, I'm just going to get my CDL. I'm going to get my experience, and I'm going local. I'm going to be home every night. Well, I trained a guy, a really good friend of mine, that I trained him flatbed and I trained him reefer. Oh, go ahead. What's next?
Pain23 come back and said, Harold, the owner, wasn't in the military. A lot of other big wigs were, though.
Okay, there you go.
Okay,
well, like I said, I don't know for sure. I've never investigated, but I've just hearsay.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But, so what was I saying?
Oh, I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
You did, man. Golly. What was I saying? It was going to be a good story, man. Jeez. Oh, so the local driving, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Carlos and being at Walmart. And so a lot of guys want to come in and get their experience. Well, I trained a guy flatbed and reefer, and he's a really good friend of mine to this day. Super cool guy. And he left Prime, went to a Walmart dedicated with Martin. And let me tell you something. This guy gets up at like 4 or 5 in the morning. Okay. He has about an hour drive to work, an hour drive back. They run his 14 to the ground every day. So by the time he gets there at 7, okay, he's out of there by 8 or 9. Okay. Another hour home, 10. He's right back up again at 4 or 5 in the morning. If you guys want to go local, go ahead. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, get prepared to really work, because you work over there. I promise you.
412C come back with pain and said, how TMC are you? I'm just reading the comments here.
No, read them. Yeah, read them, because I'm not good at that.
Do you actually know what TMC stands for? And pain.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
2 men cuddling, too much chrome, tart my crap. I heard them all. That's really
I heard them all. Pain's like, I'm not backing down from this.
Oh, man.
Freedom Barbecue says, I just got my DOT medical card alone, so now I can take my CDL exam, then apply to priming. CDL permit, yes, in your home state. I also have an appointment for my TWIC card. I'm ready for a new career. My kids are happy for me. Heck yeah, congratulations, man. Just remember, and like I was telling the guy, like I was having a conversation with the gentleman earlier today that I had met in the Millennium Building, who was a PSD and he's about to be in TNT. You guys understand this. If you want to be happier in this industry coming in, lower your expectations. Okay. Don't come in with the mindset that things should be this way and this doesn't make sense why it's this way and all this, because there's a lot of cogs that work this clock. Okay. It's not just about me. It's not just about Aaron. It's not just about you guys. It takes a lot of people to make this work. And when you come in with a negative attitude, or you're always looking for problems, you're trying to, how about just come in with an open mind and just say, you know what, let's see what this is about. And then let me see what I'm really working with, what my parameters are that I'm working with, whether it's training, whether it's what truck I need to choose or whatever, and let me make the best of it. Because the problem is that most people that come in, and I'm guilty of it as well when I first came in, I thought the status quo was whatever I thought it should be. But that's not the case. It doesn't matter what company you're at. They have their own parameters. They have their own standard operating procedures. They have their own ways of doing things. And you have to be willing as a driver, a professional operator, you have to be willing. Doesn't matter if your company, what division you're in, doesn't matter. You got to be willing to adapt, not only to that company, not only to trucking, but the world. Okay. I mean, we had to stop. We got a load out of Colorado the other day, and Aaron was so tired. He went ahead, because we had to sit at the receiver in Aurora forever. And when they finally unloaded us, we went, he was booked. I mean, he was just whooped. I we both got a couple hours sleep, and then our 10-hour break rolled over, and I got a load. And I asked him, I said, hey man, look, I know, you're PSD and everything, and I want you to drive as much as possible, but I know you're tired. I was like, do you want me to take off and go get this and we'll swap? He says, yeah, no problem. So, okay, cool. So I took off and I did it. I got fuel in the truck, whatever, got the load, and I started getting tired. So I pulled over to take a nap. We got out the next morning to do our walk around, do a check, make sure fifth wheel's still latched, no flat tires, lock's still on the trailer, cable's still on there, all that good stuff. And there's just trash everywhere, You guys want to know why nobody wants us anywhere? Is because you guys just destroy everything when you go. And I know it's not you 39 people that are watching. Obviously, none of my viewers would do that. But I'm just saying, like, as an industry, as a representation of the industry, and as a representation of whatever company you're running for, even if it's your own, do the next right thing. Be the very best that you can possibly be at whatever you're doing. Because there's a reason there's a trucker stereotype, and it's not because we're great. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I mean, like, the 80s truckers were kind of rude.
Yeah. Well, we got me and Aaron got out, and I said, this is exactly why. I mean, there's trash everywhere, like pee bottles and just trash bags, busted trash everywhere. And I'm just like, this is why nobody wants us anywhere, man. It's like, this is what not to do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and Freedom Barbecue, just
which one is it?
The one you have, the comment you have.
Right
here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say right now, I'm not trying to dissuade your choice. I'm really happy for you. Go for it. But just remember, being a trucking father can be really hard. He might know this.
I've only got 5 kids. I definitely don't know anything about that.
No, my dad, he was away a lot, so we didn't connect as much as I wanted to.
Right.
But just to warn you, it can be hard on you.
Very hard.
But it's a lot easier now that we have like all this technology that you can FaceTime, call, message just whenever you need to.
It eases the sting a little bit, but it takes a lot of support. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't just take support from you, but you got your whole family's got to be on board with it, man. You gotta. I mean, my kids know that, like, I cherish our time together. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I come home, that's why some of you guys reach out to me, and you don't hear from me for a week or two. I'm at the house, man. I'm like, I cut that phone off. I shut the YouTube down, bro. I don't do none of that stuff at home because I want to be home with my kids. I've done a couple lives at the house on because I had guests with me. Like we did live with JDQ and some other people, but like you got to have support from your whole family.
Yeah.
It's a group effort. It's not just, you got to have your wives on board. You got to have your kids on board. You got to be on board. And you got to remember, like, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, man, when I came out TNT, me and my wife, and some of you guys know the story, but we had been together since 2005. Inseparable. Worked together, lived together, everything, everything. And our 4th daughter was born on May 10th. And on May 17th, I was boarding a plane to go to Springfield, Missouri. Be the second time I was ever away from my wife. I was away from her one night after we got married, because she went to help her cousin move. They bought a new house and she went to help her because her cousin, and Candy, if you're watching, thank you for everything. You're awesome. But her cousin and their family have always been there for us. They've been amazing. And she wanted to go help her cousin. And the whole time we're calling each other back and forth, like, babe, what are you doing? Babe, what are you doing? We're like newlyweds, I mean, pretty much. And we had been married at that time, like, man, 9-10 years, probably 11 maybe. And so anyways, we didn't know how to be apart. And that was I often look back and I say, man, I wonder what things would have been like if I would have never got on that plane. But then I think to myself, if it wasn't meant to be, if God didn't want me there, I would have never made it. I'd have never made it to Springfield. Something would have happened, So it takes a lot of support from my wife, my kids, and everything to make this happen. Of course, you guys know that my wife, if you've been following the channel any time, she has teamed with me. And she is still contracted with Prime. She hops on the truck every now and then just to run a short load with me. But she's enjoying being home, being with her girls, and enjoying our life. But guys, it's a struggle. During that training moment, man. I mean, that first week out on the road, I'm 6 foot, 380 pounds, man. I was crying like a baby in the back of that truck, missing my family so much. Like a lost puppy dog, you know? And it's hard, man. It's really hard. And you guys got to really understand what you're getting into when you come out here. You know, don't expect the worst and hope for the best. That's all I can tell you. You know, I mean, because this is not your 9 to 5 or job. This is not something that you're going to just pawn off and be like, you know what, this is no big deal. No, it is. You're going to change. You know, you're going to change as a person. You're going to get to see a side of the world that you don't even understand about yet. You guys see these trucks out on the road if you don't drive, and you think, oh, that's just a truck. Man, there's a human being in there. That guy's got a family. That woman's got a family. He's got a wife. She's got a husband. They've got kids. Like, you know, they want and need like I want and need. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a whole different thing for you. And there's some of you guys out there that do drive, and you're like, oh, this is just a job. I'm sorry, man. No, it's not.
No, like I said, this isn't like to like dissuade you from doing this. Like, obviously, it's something you want to do, and your family is supporting you on it. That's really good.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Go for it. Do this if you really feel like you need to.
But have goals in place. You know, don't be that person. I hear so many times that you guys reach out to me and say, well, I just want to see what it's like. Well, how much time you got, buddy? Because I got 8 years of stories built up. I got 8 years of circumstances and experiences built up. And I'm a rookie. Like, I'm still a rookie at 8 years. I have nothing under my belt, really. I mean, to be honest with you. And you guys got to understand, this is a whole different side of life. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that would be harder to me than this would be being deployed overseas in the military and actually fighting in a war. Or even just being deployed on just a routine training mission. You know what I mean? Much less war. You know, God bless our veterans and our military, but guys, really think about it. Like, yes, their potential to make more money than you would be being home is there.
Yes.
But man, at what cost? You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys, some of these YouTubers out here, they're going to tell you whatever they want you to hear to get out here.
Yeah.
Use my driver code. Do this, do that. Bro, do your research, what you need to do. So go to a Love's truck stop, go to a Pilot Flying J truck stop, and park up front and walk out back to the drivers and take you a little notepad or take your phone and ask them, hey, can I talk to you? Do you mind if I record what we're going to say? I want to know what this is like. What's it really like? Pick out a guy from Swift. Pick out a guy from Prime. Pick out an owner-operator with a 389 long hood Peterbilt. Pick out several different drivers and talk to them. They're going to tell you, okay? I love what I do. I feel like I am good at what I do, okay? But I'm going to tell you, there's some sacrifices that's got to be made. And you got to understand that. It's not all rainbows and unicorns out here. You know, these guys that get on their channel all freshened up, got their new Jordans on and chilling in their truck. Yeah, man, I'm making $8,000 a week, man, every week, and I don't never struggle. BS, bro. BS. Like, no, you ain't making $8,000 a week. If you're making $8,000 a week, you'd be laying out some numbers somewhere and you'd be showing everybody. The only lie that is worse than a fisherman's lie is a trucker's lie.
Oh, yeah.
You better believe that. I'll promise you that. So, you guys that think this is easy, it can be as easy as you want to be, or it can be as hard as you want to be. And that's what I try to tell that guy today. You know, your experience is going to depend on you. Your success depends on you, nobody else.
Yeah.
Nobody else's responsibility, and nobody else is going to give you a guarantee. Nobody. So if you come in wanting something laid out in stone, you want to know what's going on, you know, for real, like, what am I up against? What are you up against? Anything can happen. That's what you're up against. Every variable in the book is going to be thrown at you. Anything that could possibly change, it will change, I promise you. Be ready for anything, because it never stops. Never stops. The most routine load that you can get could turn into the most nightmare load that you can get. So that's the way it is. Freedom Barbecue says, yes, definitely great words of advice. Very important for family. We have all this family support will definitely lead to great success. Exactly. Got to have everybody on board, man. Got to have everybody on board 100%.
It's very clear you have a family that you're close to and that loves you, which
yes,
is really
exactly. Good. Payne says, 2 kids on the way. These little people mean everything to me. Yeah, man, I love it. I was in Love's today getting a cup of coffee, and there was this little, because I've got 5 children. 2 are full grown. You know, I got my son, he's in his early 20s. My daughter, she just turned 18, my oldest daughter. And so I've got 3 younger ones at home, and I saw this little girl. She had been 3 or 4, and she still had kind of like the baby talk, you know, the little, Mom, I did it. And man, it just warmed my soul, man, because there's 2 things in this world that make me smile above it. I could be having the worst day. I mean, this guy could literally park my truck in the middle of the highway and get out and leave, and I'm having the worst day, but I call my wife and kids and I hear them laugh, and it's like, man, what am I got to be mad about? You know what I'm saying? What do I got to be upset about? That's like the greatest thing that I've ever heard in my entire life. So,
I have nieces and nephews, but no kids of my own. And that's like the only reason I'm out here is because I don't have like a wife or kids to, you know, to go back to. I do have family, but they're all grown. They can take care of themselves.
even if you ladies are out there and you're single, it's an eligible bachelor right here. Just letting you guys know. So,
but no,
leave a comment below. I'll give you his number.
No, don't give me my number. No, but no, if I did have a family, wife and kids and all that, I wouldn't be here today. I would be at home taking care of them. But I'm doing this.
Thanks, man.
To take care.
Appreciate it. Jeez. Man, you know what?
I just
bought yourself another week on the road before you test. I'm calling a rescheduling.
Oh man.
I thought he was gonna help me out here, but he's just sandbagging me, bro. He's sandbagging me. Payne says, "Stay single, dude. Do this for 10 years and get a good stack going."
That's what everyone tells me to do.
The hardest part of my company is that the only passenger I can have in my truck is my wife. Can you handle more women on the truck? Because I can't. Jeez. Jacob. Rob says, I'm out here to take care of my kids. Yeah, man. Amen to that. Yeah, Same here. Wife and kids, man. That's all that matters.
This is just me. I'm not saying this to anyone out there.
You heard him. We're just pieces of crap because we're not at home taking care of our families. That's what he said. Guys, this is my trainee, guys. This is my guy.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, Shady says no sympathy. Exactly. No sympathy whatsoever, man.
But no, I'm just saying, I know how hard it is.
Life's over. Thanks a lot, Aaron. No,
all I'm saying is, I know how hard it is on a family, and
it is, yeah, because you came from that background. You know, you came from that.
That hit harder. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Spam the comments. Like, make him feel bad. He's reading every single one of them.
I'm very glad that you guys have kids. And I'm very glad that you have that commitment.
It's not about that. You made us feel like crap because we're out here and we're not at home. I didn't know he was like this. I'm learning new things too, guys. I'm learning more about this guy. Like, well, what's next, man? You got unpaid parking tickets too? That's one good thing about.
I could take my kids. Yes.
Yeah, that's one good thing about Prime, guys. If you guys come out here and you lease or company, they do a 3 heartbeat per truck rule. So, and that's including pets. So, Payne says, I'm my own worst enemy. Deadbeat. It actually hurts. I'll call myself. Bless your heart, man. Bless your heart. But guys, it's for real. Like, and don't get me wrong. When I'm telling you guys about the industry, I'm not complaining. Okay, because I enjoy what I do. I really do. I enjoy the payoff too. When that payoff is good, I enjoy it. But you got to remember too, we're all out here to get everything we can get. Everybody is. You know, it's kind of like that would kind of be stupid to think that we're not. That we get out here and we try to tell our fleet managers and we try to tell other drivers, like, I really need a good load. Like, we all need good loads. We all need that good payoff, man. That's what we're out here for. Everybody's out here to make money, So expect the worst and hope for the best. And I can go and tell you, being that your success is totally dependent on you and the choices you make, be as proactive and efficient as possible. If you can take advantage of something that's going to benefit you, do it. The guy that we were talking to today, he was asking me how it was going to be in TNT. He's like, well, is there going to be any time for personal freedom? Or am I just going to have to be tethered to a truck for 22 hours a day and I'm just basically be a slave? I'm like, man, nobody's making you do anything. Like, it's up to you if you want to do that. You know, I tried to tell him about the hours. I said, man, if your guy runs like I do and does recaps, we do 12 to 12 shifts. So when Aaron goes, oh, there was a question too. They wanted to ask you.
Oh, where was it?
Hold on. Let me get back up here to it. I don't know where it was. Somebody asked if I was taking him TNT. Yes, I am. So Aaron is going to go TNT with me. But I told him, I said, so when he starts driving TNT, this is the way I do my truck. 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's a shift. Okay. You have 12 hours to drive and be on duty for a combination of 8 hours and 45 minutes. That's all I ask. So that means we both get longer than a 10-hour break, and we're both only driving that. So I like running on recaps. So he asked me, would there ever be downtime? And I said, well, if your guy runs 11-hour shifts, obviously, you're driving 11 hours. You have to add on duty and all that to it too. And we run on a 70-hour clock on an 8-day time span, midnight to midnight. So at the end of day 5, start of day 6, you're going to run out of time if you're staying consistent with it. So you're going to force yourself into a 34-hour reset, right? Well, then you got your downtime. Unless circumstances come arise where it takes longer to load or longer to unload and you get caught up in traffic or weather, whatever the case may be. And then you're going to have little increments of downtime spread out, but you're still going to be running 11-hour shifts. I feel like that burns somebody out really quick. So, and I don't like I'm going to tell you right now, as tough as I am, I would not be built for the 70s and 80s truckers. There's no way. These guys are like, man, I ran 19 straight hours today, which I know there was more than coffee in their system. I ran 19 straight hours a day. I'm going to get up 30 minutes and do another 19. Like, nah, you're working too hard, bro. I'm not doing that.
That's just...
Like, bro, I love ELDs, man. Like, oh, whoops, 8-hour recaps up. No hours till midnight. Guess I got to stop at 9 a.m. Oh, poor me. I'm getting a 15-hour break. Whoops. Yeah, no, I'm not driving 17 hours. It's not going to happen. Not happening. Edward M says, that's great, Aaron. From a trucking family, you can see the trust he has in you.
Yeah, that's a you question.
What does it mean? It's great that Aaron comes through. You can see the trust he has in you. I have a lot less now since he sold us out. All the family guys. I don't have as much trust anymore. Recap that, Edward. I recently saw your video with your little girl when she's giving her an interview. Yeah, Maggie May. Oh man, she's something else, bro. We have a saying in our household where there's something about Maggie May. She's something else. My boys are 10 and 7. How much does your daughter love being on the truck? Maggie will ride up here with me. I mean, we could be going ice road trucking, and she's like, Dad, let's go. Like, let's. And she used to call Love's the heart truck stop. So she would say, Dad, is there a heart truck stop? Can we go to? I'm like, yeah, baby, there's a heart truck stop. There's always a heart truck stop. We can stop at the heart truck stop. So she is something else. That girl. So we went to Texas to go pick up a fifth wheel, and we would all stop at the hotel and got showers and everything, and we're all getting dressed, and Maggie's. Her mom hands her shirt, and it's just like just a pretty girly shirt. And her sister has got this other shirt. She's putting it back in the bag. She's folding it up. She says, whoa, what's that shirt say? And she turned around and she said, it says Born to Wander. And she's like, I want that shirt. Duh. I like to wander. Born to Wander. I want to wear that. That girl's something else, man. You got to be careful around her too, because she will sell you out in a heartbeat. Don't tell her nothing and expect it to be a secret, because it's not going to happen. That girl will sell you out in a heartbeat. Personal freedom comes from when you get your own truck. Exactly. That's what I told the guy. I said, listen, you're not setting up to live on your trainer's truck. You're setting to get your miles so you can get in your own truck. Your life is not going to be built around your trainer's truck. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have times where you're not going to like each other. You're going to have times where there's a tension there. But guys, it's up to you as being grown adults. That's what I told Aaron when he got on the truck. I said, look, if there's something about me that you don't like, if I'm doing something wrong that makes you feel uncomfortable, come to me. Believe me, I'm a father of 5, been married 20 years. I'm always doing something wrong. I promise you. So just let me know if I can fix it. If it's something we can adjust, I'll adjust it. I have no problem with that. I have no problem continuing to dish out respect when respect is needed. And especially when somebody's being very respectful to me. Aaron's very respectful. You know, he's always very conscious, very considerate. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with me. I do the same thing. I try to be very considerate of somebody else, you know, because they're living on this truck with you. So you trainers out there, I'm really tough on you guys, because I really think that you guys really need to take a step back and really dive into what you're really doing it for. You know, are you doing it just for money? Because if you are, please stop training. You guys are giving these guys terrible experiences. You're just using them as pack mules, throwing them in a seat, giving them a piss jug, and telling them to drive as far as they can. Stop doing that. Like, you know, the whole reason I train is because I remember my mile one. I remember what I would want to change. I remembered how better I would have done it. That's the whole reason I train. The money will come. It's going to happen. You're going to get better payment, better settlements. But guys, if you're miserable, if you're doing it just for money, you're going to be miserable. And what are you doing? You're amplifying that misery to this guy that's brand new, that was amazed the first day he got in your truck. He was so excited. And now he's like, man, look at this guy right here. Look at Will, man. He's been out here 8 years. He hates his life. Like, why would I want to do that? And guess what? You end up having a trainee that goes home every single time, because you are, that negativity is so freaking contagious, man. It really is. It's so contagious. And no, every day's not going to be perfect. You're not going to get up and, howdy, partner, are you ready to go drive? No, there's going to be days where you're going to be like, man, I'm not looking forward to today, man. But guess what? You got somebody to get through it with. You know what I'm saying? And his excitement, every time that, and this is what I missed about training. This is why I went back. Every time that I was having a bad day, and one of these guys was always like, man, let's go. Where are we going today, man? Where are we going? You know, it's the reason people have, and I'm not saying you're a dog, but it's the reason people have dogs. You know, the dogs are happy. Like, these jokers, they don't care what you got going. Like, bro, you just lost your car? That's okay. Let's go for a walk. You know, well, it's okay. You know, what do you mean? You can't make the mortgage? That's all right. Let's go for a walk. You know, they're just happy to be there. They're excited. Why would you crush that and ruin it? Like, don't do that, man. Give that guy something to shoot for. Like, remember when you came in. Remember your mile one. Help them with their mile one. That's what it's all about, man. It's not about just the money. Yes, we're all out here to get as much as we can. But if you're the guy that says, F that guy's experience, he needs to make me money, don't train. Because I'm telling you, you're doing nobody any favors. Man, that Aaron guy is crazy. You just responded to yourself?
Exactly.
That's you? Oh my God. He's over diving into the comments. I was like, Aaron Hardwick. Like, what the heck?
There's a second Aaron.
He's very excited. He's on a live. That's what it is. He's very excited. Who's a good trainee? You are. Yes, you are. Yeah, he is. He's a very good trainee. I do $750 a day. Payne says, man, God bless you, man. I can't do it, bro. I get like 625, these 625 and 640 days. And I'm about to die. Like, I don't know how you guys do it. I can't do it. I want a trainer with drill instructor tendencies. Just ask them when you get here, man. They'll help you. There's plenty of them out here. Poker said, I was so thankful to have a good trainer. Actually taught me something, kept the truck clean. Heck yeah, man. That's what it's all about.
The drill sergeant full bell jacket appears.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Prime says, what's up? Okay, I'm catching back up, Prime. Sorry about that. Catching you live. Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys showing up, man. Poker says 500, 600 is enough for me. Man, just spread the love, man. There's enough negativity out here on the road. You know, I mean, it's just not even worth it. I mean, my mentality, man, when I get that way, I've got to stop, take a breather, and just get missing for a minute so I can collect myself, collect my thoughts. Because it gets to be monotonous, and positivity is just as contagious, but you have to keep feeding. You have to keep feeding it. Negativity, you can make one negative comment and it just ruins everything. Like, it really does. And the thing about it is I remember I can't remember what I was saying. I don't remember, apparently. I don't remember. That happened earlier. Dude, I'm gonna have to go get seen about it. I think I'm getting Alzheimer's or something. I'm getting bad. Like, really bad.
A little general note for everybody. When you're going down the road and you have a long drive ahead of you, instead of like using music or something like that to keep you awake, start listening to audiobooks.
Yeah.
If you can.
Rob said we're glitched.
I listen to stuff from like Stephen King or like what was the name? Chris Philbrook.
I don't know.
A lot of good books, by the way.
I'm so illiterate. I can't even hear audiobooks, so much less read them.
But think about just investing in an Audible, or even some stuff here on YouTube. There's a bunch of Audible books here on YouTube, not just the text to speech ones.
Yeah, don't watch YouTube while you're driving though. That's not what you're saying, right, Aaron? Okay. He's not saying that, Dennis Davis. If you're watching,
there's no videos. No videos to it. It's just hook it up to the radio. And
hold on, we'll be right back. No, I'm just playing.
Push-ups. But no, it's just, invest in, Audible or something like that. Just something that you can...
Something you connect with,
keep you focused, but doesn't distract you.
Something you connect with, for sure, yeah.
Definitely.
I think Payne's wanting you to do push-ups, man. He keeps saying push-ups.
I ain't doing push-ups, man. I can't be doing push-ups right now.
I can barely do 5.
He said you don't read audiobooks well. No, I know that. I said I'm so illiterate, I can't... hear audiobooks, much less read them. I can't read books, you know what I'm saying?
You don't read audiobooks.
YouTube Premium allows you to close the screen and listen, not look. Yeah, I know, but who wants to pay for it? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to pay for it. You can, though. You can pay for it. I threw some although there was some shows and movies that I wanted to enjoy, but I hadn't paid for YouTube Premium, so I'm cheap. Dude, there's a StreamYard logo up there in the corner of the video. I'm cheap. I'm not paying for this stuff. I'm super cheap. I was super, super cheap. I threw some techno on one morning trying to stay awake during TNT. My trainer woke up, was like, what the heck's going on? Dude, what would have been great is if you'd have had one of those neon things. You just
my God. You just woke up in the middle of a rave.
Oh my God, that would have been awesome. I still can't get over Jacob's comment, you don't read audiobooks, Will. What? I thought you read audio. That's weird. I'm not that dumb, Jacob. I'm kinda. I'm not kinda. Yeah, maybe. I'm pretty dumb.
That's okay. We all have our turns with the brain cell.
I see sometimes when I read. Hey Prime, I got you. Already told Aaron he owes me $500 for. Dude, a lot of these guys want you to do push-ups. Are you?
Man, I'm not.
It's raining right now down here in Georgia. Should we get Aaron outside and make him do some push-ups? I think we should.
I'm not gonna do push-ups.
He's not gonna do push-ups. Well, don't let Prime Health and Fitness know that you're not into physical fitness. He's not doing push-ups, guys. He's not doing it. Rob said yes. So, guys, anyways, long story short, Aaron's excited to test again, and we're excited to get out on the road and run some TNT. He's already learned logs. He's learning trip planning. He's already been through the Atlas. Obviously, he knows his pre-trip because he's already passed it. He's learning how to do his intermittent checks when we stop somewhere at a truck stop. He's doing intermittent checks on the truck and trailer, doing his walk-arounds, double-checking. That's one thing I'll tell you guys. A lot of you new cats that come into the industry, if you walk out of sight of your vehicle, I don't care if you just got to go to the bathroom, come right back, and you're about to get back in your truck and leave, do a quick walk-around. You have no idea what could change in 10 minutes. I promise you. Somebody could cut your seal off the back of your trailer. Somebody could cut one of your straps. You could have an airline that dropped onto the catwalk at a hanger brake. Somebody could have opened your fuel cap and left it off. You're about to go get a truck wash. You have no idea, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're with Prime, people hate us. They hate our guts, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they hate us. I've never experienced so much hate in my life as being a Prime driver. And the most ironic thing about it is back in the 90s and the 80s, really, for all time, until up to the 2000s, we were the fastest trucks on the road.
Oh.
We were triple-digit trucks. Everybody was. Of course, that was before my time. But you talk to these old guys, they'll say, man, if you saw a Prime coming up in your mirror, you better get the hell out of Dodge. You're about to get mowed down.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were some big-time triple-digit trucks. So, Yeah, guys, make sure that you're checking your stuff. I mean,
And
don't play. I promise you.
Yeah, Poker said to check that. It's supposed to say fifth wheel, but
Yeah, check the fifth wheel every single time. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, because
people will.
they'll just pull it. They'll just go up and just pull it and just walk away.
Yeah.
They're waiting on you to drop that trailer. And I will tell you this: there's two things that'll get you automatically terminated from Prime Inc. Number one, you drop a trailer, meaning you not hooked to it. You pull out and that thing hits the ground with the landing gear all the way up. You're donezo. Especially if it's loaded, you're done.
Oh man.
You roll a trailer in a curve. You roll a truck and trailer, you're done. Forget about it. And once it hits your DAC report, nobody's going to hire you. I promise you.
If you survive that.
Yeah, if you survive, yeah.
I pick up my first unit tomorrow. I hope we forge as good a relationship as you two.
Nah, man, he hates me. So
You weren't supposed to. This was scripted. Read the script. No, it's fine.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Let me get the picture.
There's no point in fighting anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? So, what was there? There was a guy at the terminal. What did he say? He's like, yeah, my trainer, we just never talked. We just sit in the seat. He doesn't say anything. I don't remember who that was.
Johnny was his name.
Johnny, okay. Johnny, he's a really good kid. And he's like, man, we just sit in the seat. He doesn't say anything to me. We don't talk. And I'm like, we're human beings, man. We're supposed to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that.
But yeah, if you do have problems with your trainers, try to talk to them about it first. Try to get situated. And if it doesn't help, you can always go to what department is it?
The training department. You can talk to your fleet manager. Send an email to your fleet manager. You can call them. They'll get in touch with the heads of the training department stuff, and they'll reissue a trainer if they feel the need. If it gets to that point, though, guys, your best bet is to just do the very best you can. Ignore any negativity or any tension situations, and just be upfront with your trainer. Say, look, man, I'm gonna let you know. Like, since you're obviously not willing to work with me. You're obviously not. There's no need to get upset, guys. This is one thing I got to tell you guys that I've learned after being out here as long as I have. Because I used to be that guy that was hothead. I used to have an attitude. I used to be arrogant and egotistical and all that stuff. And I do my very best to not be anymore because it gets me absolutely nowhere. But if you will tell your guy the issue and you say, hey, look, or gal, girl, whatever you're doing, whoever's training you, don't want to get hit with the women train too. Yeah, I know. Okay, I know. You girls, you're out there. I got you. I see you. But if you come bring the issue to their attention, you say, hey, look, this is what's going on. I don't feel comfortable with this. What can we do about it? And they say, well, I'm sorry. It's my truck, and that's just the way it's going to be. All you need to say is, okay, no problem. I'm just letting you know. I'm about to send an email. Let them know that I tried to address it with you. I tried to talk with you. I don't feel comfortable being on the truck with you doing this or acting this way or whatever the case may be. And I'm probably going to want to go back to Springfield and get another trainer. That's all you got to say. You don't have to fight. You don't have to fuss. You don't have to yell. There's no need to get upset. You state your case. Be respectful. Be professional. And get it handled. And I promise you, Prime is going to definitely lean towards the person that's not acting like a little child. Okay? Whether it's the trainer or the trainee. Now, guys, I understand that if you're a trainer, you pay for this truck, you pay for this space. Okay? This is your home. This is an extension of your home. I understand that. But you knew what you signed up for when you signed up to be a trainer. You didn't sign up to be a trainer and be like, well, I'm never going to have nobody else in my truck, am I? I'm just going to be a trainer and remotely. I'm going to be a remote trainer. Just keep me up on the laptop whenever you need him. Yeah, what you're going to do is you're going to turn the wheel to the left. You're going to turn the wheel to the right. All right, that's all the time for today. I'll talk to you later. No, you knew what you signed up for. So don't be that guy that lets your guys get on the truck, like, don't touch my radio. Don't touch my refrigerator. Don't touch my microwave. You can't even breathe in this space right here. This is my breathing air right here. Come on, man. Like, give me a break, bro. You knew exactly what you signed up for.
Oh, I saw this while you were talking. Another thing that I didn't even know we needed to look out for was quarter on the red airlines. Like,
you don't know about that trick?
I didn't know.
Oh, bro.
I'm guessing it's sliding quarter.
For the guys that don't know what Jacob was talking about, quarter in the red airline, and they'll do it in the blue line too. Don't get me wrong, but you got to understand when you're talking about your glad hands, you know, they both connect to each other. Boom. You know, they have a locking set that you set them in. Boom. They're done. They're hooked. There's 2 glad hand seals on each side, one on each glad hand, and there's a hole in the center. Drivers will take quarters, okay, or a $50, whatever the case may be, and they'll put it in that seal and close the glad hand again. They'll lock it back down. So when you go to release the air for your trailer to unlock its brakes, there's no air that goes to your trailer. Or they'll put it in the blue line, let the air go to the trailer, and then when you go to use your service brake, you have no brakes on your trailer. Your trailer's just free rolling with all that weight. That's a huge, it's...
I didn't know that was a thing. He says it's old school.
It's old school. Old school hatred. Yes, old school hatred. This is exactly what it is. It's not even a joke. It's a complete safety hazard. It's terrible. What's up, Steven? Good to see you, brother. Heathen's Trucking coming in, making an appearance.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's old school hatred. And it's not even a joke, man. It's not even funny. So especially with the fifth wheel and that's complete safety issue all the time. Jacob says, my trainees call me all the time. That's good, guys. If you're a trainer, man, make sure you make yourself available for your guys. They're not just a one and done deal. You got to remember how much questions we still have as operators being out here as long as we have. These guys have an immense amount of questions, which is the reason my contact info is in the bottom of each description. I don't care who you drive for. If you need help, man, even if you need staying awake, if you send me a text and I'm up, I'll call you every single time. You can ask anybody that has ever called me. I call them every single time. So I'm not, we had this conversation with another guy today. I'm not going to be your best friend. Okay. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to always be there, but I'll be there when you need me. That's the way I am. And it's not because I don't want to be. It's just a simple fact. There's a lot going on, especially with training guys and being out here and doing the work that we do. And then, with whatever else I got going on in real life, it's tough, you know what I'm saying? But I do try to make myself as available as possible for you guys. Amori Andreas Perdomo, I don't know if I said that correct. He says, why did he fail? Because he sucks. He sucks, bro. That's why he failed. He sucks.
I can't keep my nerves controlled.
Tell him why you failed. Loser! No, just playing.
No, it was just stress mostly. I knew the procedure. I just, overthought it, and I got stressed out, and I just choked. Paints is based.
No, he's good, man. He's he just needs an extra test, man. He just needs an extra day, man. And dude, right after, and I know you didn't. Obviously, I'm taking it you haven't been watching the live, Amari, and I appreciate you tuning in. But he actually, as soon as he failed the test, because the way it works is there's 3 parts of the test. You got your pre-trip, your backing, and your maneuvers, and then you have your driving portion. Well, he nailed his pre-trip. He only got 2 points knocked off of that. Then he went straight to the maneuver part of the test, and he got all the way to the 4th maneuver, and that's where he failed, was the 4th maneuver. With a combination of the end of the 3rd maneuver and this one, it just took too many points off of him. But so now he doesn't have to do his pre-trip again, but he does have to do his maneuvers and his driving test. So, and we're set to text him next Thursday. Script. So, do what?
I said no more script.
Yeah, no more script, yeah. But he did bring up a good point, though, earlier about the pre-trip. He said that the Prime's got a pre-trip video, but it's kind of outdated. We might end up doing a pre-trip video for you guys, everybody that's interested in coming in and wants to see what it's actually like, and go over the maneuvers and stuff, so you guys understand what you're actually up against when you come in. So, give you guys a little bit of insight, little tips, so you know what you're going to deal with before you come in. So, Amori says, I hope you pass next time, bro. I just passed my combination day. Congratulations, Amori. Welcome to the club, my man. Welcome to the club.
Good luck out there.
Heathen says, I'm back to training. I need to stop saying I'm never going to do things. I'm the same way, bro. Every time I say I'm not going to do something, I'm doing it. Like every time. Man. Every single time I'm doing it. So it's ridiculous, man. We were trying to get to drop our load today. There's a live unload for tomorrow in Noonan, Georgia, and called, and they don't accept live unloads except from 10 o'clock to 5 p.m. So it was after 5 when we were going to show up. So we were sitting at a Love's, and I just topped the reefer off, and I had talked to Aaron about doing a live tonight, and he was pretty excited about it. He says, I really want to he's like, it's my first time doing live. I'd like to do it. Well, before he got back out to the truck, because he was inside grabbing something to eat, this guy pulls out right in front of us, and I'm like, dude, we're not going to make this, so just pull straight up, and we'll just dive in and park. So he gets to back out of his first spot tomorrow. So, and I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of you guys like talking trash about drivers that pull forward in parking spots. Bro, it's the best. It's the best. And I'm flatbed, okay? And I was flatbed for almost 5 years, and I still loved diving into the spots. It wasn't because I can't back. Simple fact that you got two walls on either side of you. You're not looking at it. I'm a fat trucker. I don't want to look at another fat trucker when I wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, last thing I want to do is wake up, come sit in my seat and look over, and there's this big old, me looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see that. So I love pulling in. So he gets to back out of a spot tomorrow.
One bad ram said should start on the 3rd. The pre-trip video would help.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually...
We'll get that out.
And actually, watching that one video on YouTube actually helped me out when I went to go...
Yep, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all, spreading the love. When you do your road test, don't read any audiobooks while driving. Okay, guys, that's not funny with the reading the audiobooks thing anymore. I'm done with that. We're done with that. 99 out of 100 truckers, YouTube truckers, are prime. It is, but everybody that comes wants to start a YouTube channel. And I've been on YouTube for I think 4 or 5 years now. And somebody, and he saw it. He's seen it while we're at Prime. So many people like go crazy when they realize who you are. And I'm not tooting my own horn by any means, but we were on the shuttle leaving Peterbilt, and this guy's like, "Oh my God, I recognized your voice. I watched all your videos and all that." And I'm like, "Dude, that's great, man. I'm glad it helped." The biggest thing is like, I'm never going to ask you to use my driver code. I'm never going to tell you need to buy my hat or you need to buy my shirt. Like, bro, these videos, the reason you guys, a lot of you guys ask me, you guys send me comments, you say, why does it take you so long to do another video? Why does it take, because I don't do it for money. I don't do it for clout. I don't care if anybody knows my name. But if each video helps one person, every single video is worth it. That's what matters. So that was the whole point of doing the channel is I don't care about the whole YouTube fame race thing. Like, please don't recognize me. You know what I'm saying? I hope the video helped. That's all I cared about. So, but yeah, it's crazy how many, and Aaron, you were saying that they were actually encouraging people to start YouTube channels or TikToks or whatever at Prime.
Yeah.
In orientation, what how did that go down? What'd they say?
Gosh,
It's my YouTube channel has gotten me in trouble at Prime before. It's like I've never once had Rob or Dennis Davis call me and be like, "Man, I just want to let you know." We sat around and ate dinner last night, watched your YouTube video, and I gotta tell you, that was some good stuff. No, they're actually, Dennis has called me and be like, "Hey man, I appreciate you doing the videos on Prime, but you can't do it with a head cam. You can't do it, have your daughter recording you while you drive. You can't do this, you can't do that." I mean, it gets me in trouble. Like, for you guys that think that we get better loads and stuff because we do YouTube, no. It's just the opposite, bro. I mean, we'd be out here scrapping too. I'm scrapping with you guys. Like, it ain't no, I didn't win that $25,000 in the holiday raffle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that would be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, I would still be home. I would have never met you. So, I'd still be at the house, chilling.
But, I actually planned on starting a TikTok once I got done with my trade.
I just lost Heathens as a friend. He said nosed in parking. Unfriend, blocked. Gee, damn, blocked. Not just unfriend, but blocked. Man, that's cold. Cold-blooded.
But I plan on starting a TikTok after I get done, like, all this. I'm out my own trade.
Right.
Like that first year document.
That way you can just trash talk me. I got you. Yeah, I got you. He'll be out of the cab. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, this is the problem with trainers. Here's what my trainer did."
No, it's just like get everybody like a summary of like how the thing went down, like like from first to end.
Let me check this real quick. I'm gonna let you talk for a second.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Like just how the first year is gonna go, right, on my own. So.
No, you ain't gonna be sure about nothing. Is everything good? Today better?
Let's see here.
All right, guys. Sorry, that was my brother. He had to tell me some super secret launch codes. So I didn't want you guys hearing that, because if anybody's going to press the button, it's going to be mean.
Aww.
So I gotta say, I don't want anybody else pressing the button. The button is all mine. For all of you Trump fans out there.
Rob says, I can see the caption now. The truth about riding with freight skater.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah. It was terrible. It's terrible what that guy's doing. He probably shouldn't be training.
What happens?
He's awful.
What happens behind the cameras?
What happened? The story behind the cab curtain. I can see it now. It's terrible.
I've been in food processing for over 20 years. Prime has the best trailers and equipment, hands down. Goes Prime Overflow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got some really good equipment, man. Trucks, trailers, everything. And I'm going to tell you, man, these guys, they're serious about those trailers. You pull into a terminal, they're on it. It's like NASCAR, bro. You'd be like, man, those tires look good, and they're just changing them just for no reason. I mean, I'm like, bro, what? Okay, whatever. You know, they're straight up hands down with that. But yeah. So I had Aaron, were you nervous during your test today?
Yeah, we yeah, that was we talked about that a little bit earlier, so yeah.
Pain 23. Oh, bro, he's too much. Oh man, he says, dude.
Dude, come on.
Dude, fix his butt crack and had me smell it.
Oh my gosh.
Where are you at right now? I'm coming to fight you. I don't like that.
Careful, Secret Service going to call you about impersonating him vocally.
That's okay, because when they call, I'm going to tell them to back down. I'm number 45 and number 47. Stand down. At ease, boys, at ease. So yeah, Aaron was pretty nervous during his test. So I'm not going to name the examiner's name, but what really got me was we sat down for Aaron to sign his paperwork and do all that stuff, and the examiner says, his first thing, he says, how you guys doing today? And we said, we're doing good, man, doing real good. And he goes, Aaron, I want to let you know something. I've failed 4 people today, and I need a win. I need you to pass. And I was like, bro, like, are you serious? Why would you lay that on him like that? Like, oh my gosh. And bro, I know the look on my face was like this. I had to like slap myself, because I was like, dude, he's gonna know that you're upset, you know. But I could not believe he said that to him. I was like, well, you know what? I was like, man, don't worry about it, man. It's all good, you know. He's just trying to juke you a little bit, like, you know. Holy cow, man. Yeah, needless to say, he was nervous. He was definitely nervous. But it's all good. Golly, man. Ridiculous. Some guy said I should do a separate TikTok or YouTube just for the Trump impressions. I don't think they're that good, but yeah. Yeah, it was messed up.
Yeah.
It really was messed up.
But, I mean...
But it is what it is. He's going to come back. He's going to be better. He's going to be the best driver the world has ever seen. I got to tell you, Aaron's... You guys still got audio? I don't know why this camera does this. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I got to tell you, I think I'm better than Shane. I don't know. You can ask anybody. Oh, there's my brother. There's my little brother right there. He says, I used to drive for Prime. How is lease versus company? I heard a lot of company drivers are... Okay. That's not my brother. That can't be my brother. I should not have highlighted that comment.
Definitely a close second, actually, hearing
Queen Alyssa, I really appreciate it, but there's a lot of people that don't like this.
That backing up on the dock shore had me cracking up.
It was tremendous. All of those people, they saw him. They were so jealous of him.
I was wondering if anybody would even really believe it was even me, you know, because the voice is so different from the way I talk. And I was just wondering if anybody would even say,
I got out of the porta potty and it was truly the best. It was the best thing I had ever seen. They were so jealous.
Trump saying the best, or they told me.
and you got to do the hands, you know.
It was the best.
You gotta get the hands in there.
I don't know what the problem is. I walked in and I saw so many people talking to the door. They were docked in the door, but Aaron did it the best. Ask anyone.
Oh, his dance. What is this? Is it the?
I don't know.
Is it that?
I'd have to look it up. I don't know. I didn't even know he did a dance.
See, I would be like, I couldn't do the look of Trump. You know, the whole. It almost looks like he's like, you know, kind of retarded. But you know, when you look at him in the camera, when he does that smug little look. But I would be like, they'd be like, man, if I dressed up like him, they'd be like, man, who's this obese Trump wannabe? Like, you know, I couldn't do it. It'd be terrible.
Orange spray paint.
Yeah, all of my, but have like the raccoon eyes. You'd have to have the raccoon eyes like cut out. It's so crazy because it's like they take two big like zucchini slices and lay them on his face when they do the spray tan, and he's all like whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So funny. Come on.
Masking tape over the eyes.
Yeah. Texas Trucker, what's up, man? We're just talking about how bad Aaron sucks.
One sec. I'm gonna Google this real quick. The Trump dance.
Trump dance? All right, let's see the Trump dance. You know what? I can do it on here. Let's do this. Let's do this right here. I'll open up a separate screen. Trump dance, and I'll share it. We'll watch. Here we go. Trump dance video right here. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
All right. I see you, Trump.
Today's actually a really
Hold on,
exciting
let me
day.
mute it up. All right, let me see if I can get it. Let's see if we can get it screen touch. Let's see. Share screen. Yeah. All right, how's it looking? Can you see it now?
One sec. There we go.
Okay, it is on there. All right, so let's get through the ads here. Skip.
This is so good. I love doing this dance. Look at me now. Oh, yeah. I won. You lost. That's right. Oh, what was that? You want me to do the dance? Here I go. I'm doing it. Look at me. I'm dancing. I'm dancing super hard. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. I love it. That's right. You love it. I love it. We all love it. It's tremendous. Ask anyone. Thank you. I see you over there. Yes. Do it again. That's right. Thank you so much. You better shut up. I'm the president. You don't talk to me like that. Here's the dance. There it is. You love it.
All right, guys, enough of that crap. Queen Alyssa says, I just fell out laughing so hard. That's what she does. I just like watch Trump videos and just voice over on them, you know. Let's. Yes. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's do Trump's speech. Oh yeah, we're gonna make him say. What do you guys want Trump to say? Let's. What should he say? Here he is, right here. Let's do this. Oh, this is 38 minutes. I don't think we can watch this much.
Why do you have the camera in my face so far? Get back. Okay. Is it recording? Okay. I gotta tell you today, I'm so happy to be the president. Okay, I'm gonna sign 55,000 executive orders. We're gonna do whatever the hell we want because I'm Donald Trump. Give me the first one. Okay, here, no, you know what? I'm done with that one. Take it. Get it out of my face. I'm gonna hit the red button. Somebody bring me a Coca-Cola. Okay. All right, you opened it up. That's right, because I couldn't do it myself. Here we go. Does this pen even work? It's probably made in China. I don't want to use it. Okay, here we go. This is a Sharpie. It's not a pen. Everybody look at my signature so you can take and you can forge it while I'm doing this. I have to have 2 of the biggest D's. You see the D's? They're huge. I like the D's. Wait a minute, that just sounded terrible. I'm not going to say that again. All right, this one. Okay, this is the one to ban the color purple. We don't like the color purple anymore. Gulf of America, F the color purple. Okay, here we go. All right. You guys sure you want me to sign this? Purple's kind of a good color. I don't know. You might like it. Okay, I'm going to sign it anyways. We're signing it. F purple. Putin, this one's for you. There you go. Oh my God. China.
I know
China. We know exactly where the virus came from. It came from China.
Okay, this is my brother. We're not talking about Chewy, Walter. I don't do that. So, you know what? We'll talk about Chewy. I'll talk about Chewy. If you want to bring it up so bad, I don't know if you want me to go find Chewy for you, if you're just obsessed or whatever the deal is with Chewy. But we're going to talk about Chewy, guys. So my brothers and I, there's 3 of us. I'm the oldest. The one that's on here begging to talk about Chewy is the youngest. Okay?
So, no more paper straws, okay? No more paper straws. I see you, DGC. No more paper straws. I promise, never again. We're not doing it. It's terrible what these people are doing with the paper straws. That's a good one.
So, Chewy was our grandmother's chow. Okay, we had a chow dog. His name was Chewy. And Walter...
I love you too. I love you tremendously. You're great.
Walter was the youngest, so he deserved to what happened to him. That's all I gotta say. I don't know how else to say it. Me and my middle brother decided to lock him out of the backyard with Chewy, and Chewy humped his leg. And he's still mad about it. We're like in our 30s and 40s, and he's still mad about it. And I don't know if he's mad or if he's in love. I really can't tell, to be honest with you. I don't know. Ask Walt. It wasn't rape. You stayed there for it, okay? You could have left. You could have went to the garage. You could have went to the garden. You could have went to a lot of places.
You could have went anywhere. You decided to let the dog do what he was going to do.
Wasn't rape. No pain. We do not have the goats anymore, unfortunately. We do not have the goats. I couldn't get up, JFC. Oh my God.
I think, to be honest with you, he got what he deserved. That's all I'm saying. You put yourself outside with a locked door, with a dog. You get what dogs do. They're going to do that. I've seen a lot of dogs, but this dog was very dominant. Okay, this dog knew exactly what he wanted, and he took it. He was going to do whatever he had to do to take it. Okay? And I got to tell you, I'm not really proud of this. Yes, I am. I am proud of this. Me and my other brother, we watched and laughed the whole time. Okay? The whole time we laughed, and I'm so proud of that.
You got what you got, you know. It is what it is, man. You know, brotherly love. I couldn't stand my brothers when they were younger. They always got my mom's attention. They got my grandmother's attention, man. They both had nicknames. Okay.
My family found the live stream.
They both had nicknames. They had really good nicknames. Oh, Aaron's just got discovered by his family.
My family found out about the live stream. Oh no.
Did you not tell them?
No, I didn't mention it.
Oh wow. Talk about embarrassment. Like you're so embarrassed of your situation. Is it me, bro? Do I stink?
No.
Is that what
It's just my brother. It's just.
Is that what it is?
It's just my brothers. I don't know.
Man.
Pain23 says it's like dudes pulling down their pants all the way to pee. All you see is butt cheeks. It's just being dominant. It's kind of the best way to do it. John Huntley, what's going on, John? Good to see you. I'm so glad you made it. Late and wrong, my bad.
Jacob says you can smell me from here, and I smell delicious. Ah. I love it that I don't smoke anymore, man, because I smell so much better, bro. When I smoked, it was terrible.
It was probably the worst smell the world has ever smelled.
I smell like Chester right now because I had some earlier.
We're just west of Atlanta, Walt, off of I-20. Just crossed over the Alabama line. Hold on, I'll give you an exact location. I'm at 555. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, no.
The video is going to be on you. You think I'm going to take it down?
No. I'm going to become a meme.
Oh, I got you. Oh, the frowny face that we did?
Yeah,
I got you. Waco, Georgia, Walter, is where I'm at. Waco, Georgia.
I'm going to become a meme.
For some reason, his brothers, they make him a meme. So I told him yesterday when we were leaving out to get back out on the road, I said, do like a sad face. Okay, do like a really sad face. So I took the camera and we were in outbound about to leave Prime, and he was like, and so I tried to be really serious looking, and we were both about to bust out laughing.
Okay, on my way to the tow truck.
Well, you got a little bit of work on you because we got about 40,000 pounds in the box, and I am nosed into a parking spot. So good luck, buddy. Oh man. So guys, that's pretty much all we got for you guys today. I've really enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys stayed tuned in. I think this live, I mean, this is probably as much as, I don't know, man. We were watching, Aaron watches this guy that does lives for like weather and stuff. Yeah, and he had like 19,000 people watching. I mean, I've got like 28. I'm just saying, like, not 28,000, but 28 people. You guys really need to step it up. You know what I'm saying?
He goes live whenever there's like severe weather going on.
He's like,
to get everybody like.
He turned it on and he was like, yeah, there's some rain coming in. He didn't even have any cool music going or anything. No, don't try to justify it. And he goes, yeah, hopefully. He's reading one of the comments. He's like, yeah, hopefully it lasts a little bit longer. Yeah.
Pokerhead, Ryan Hall is the cool weather dude. Exactly.
Whatever, man.
I got some people on my side.
Whatever, man. I'm gonna start talking about the weather. Let's talk about it right now. It's outside. It's raining and it's cold. It's that many degrees cold.
You're almost there to Joe.
Oh, almost there to Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, so I did the Peter Griffin voice earlier, and he was like, I know that voice somewhere, because I told him, I said, let's see, hold on. Queen Alyssa says, what helped me pass the CDL?
You slandered Ryan Hall. That was my family. That was my brother who just said that.
Say it to my face on my chat. What helped me pass my CDL test finally was because I was so nervous I sang out loud while the guy was sitting next to me. There you go. That's right. Make him feel nervous. Like, man, what is this lady singing beside me for? Pass, you passed. Let's just get back to the terminal. She said, just remember you got this. Yeah. Jacob Smith says, boo. Boo to you too, sir.
I don't know what you're booing about, but okay.
Hey, probably because I don't know if it's because we're ending the live soon or if it's because, oh, there he goes. How dare you slander Ryan Hall?
That was my brother.
Yep, I see him. Jake Hardwick. Get over it. Right back at you, buddy. No, I'm just playing. I don't even know him. I just saw like literally like 10 seconds of it. And...
No, but if you really want like accurate weather reports, like especially like if you're going through like what it's one like severe weather, like you look at the radar, he can.
I feel like you're trying to sell me a timeshare right now. It's something that you love, but I don't really need. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, no, it's just like when you're going down the road and you need to like not obviously when you're driving, like if you're I don't want to say like.
No, I kind of feel like you're trying to lead me into doing things I shouldn't be doing while I'm driving. Look at your face, man. You're definitely trying to lead me down the wrong path. I don't believe you. What's up, Ross, man? Good to see you, bro. Weather dude. So, anyways, earlier I did the Peter Griffin voice because I do Peter Griffin and Joe from Family Guy, and
I told Aaron, I said, my wife gets mad at me when I do stuff like this. And he's like, I know that voice. Where did I know that from? And I said, what was it? What was the skit? Peter looks at Joe and he says, so Joe, how do you do it? And Joe says, how do I do what, Peter? And he goes, being retarded and all. Peter, I'm not retarded. I'm handicapped. And he just busted out laughing. He's like, that's exactly where I know it's a Family Guy. Yeah, I got rid of him, Ross. This is the new guy. So, yeah. You know what? If you had a chance, you failed, you're out of here. You know what I'm saying? See ya.
Oh, man.
Good to see you too, brother. Hope everything's going well for you guys, man.
Yeah, I do a little Joe from Family Guy. It's kind of a big thing of mine. Me and Bonnie are going to head on down to the bowling alley, and she's going to let me watch her bowl with my ball.
Jacob says, I stick my hand out the window. If my hand is cold, it's cold. If my hand is wet, it's raining. Yes. That's my type of weather. That's what I need to do is just start recording. So I stuck my hand out the window, and I came back, and it was wet. So obviously it's raining right now. So that's your weather for today.
All right, I have my phone.
We should do it. They should do the Trump should do the weather. He should do the weather,
I gotta say, it's raining so hard right now. It's probably raining the hardest the world has ever seen.
Stephanie says, bro, you got this. I passed on Friday the 13th. Ooh.
Man, against all odds, huh?
He says, I bet you have a good Ron White impression. That's what I hear when you talk. Oh, the guys on the shuttle, man. Apparently,
They say it's the best rain.
yeah,
It's gotta be the best rain. They say it's the best rain. I walked outside and I said, wow, what some good rain. This has gotta be the best the world has ever seen.
Johnson's Logic says, I do my pre-trip for weather like Ollie. It's gonna rain!
Rain seven. Oh my
Tom, what's the guy's name? Tom, the weather guy, the news anchor guy.
gosh, I don't even.
I want to say Tom Brokaw, but I know that's real life. Man, what is his name? But then he always goes back to Ollie Williams.
I gotta tell you, Stephanie, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. Some people don't enjoy it, but I mean, a lot of people enjoy it. Some people say it's the best. I don't know. I don't know how it is.
I like grind my teeth like when he.
I don't know.
What is the guy's name? Tom. He's the news guy from Family Guy. What is this guys? What is his name? The Tom guy from Family Guy. He's the news anchor. We're gonna go to our weather guy, Ollie Williams. How's the weather over there, Ollie? It's gonna rain.
I almost said Tom Sawyer, but I know that's wrong.
Oh no, that's not it. Definitely not.
The brain cell FB. I'm sorry.
Golly, I can't remember. And you know what? It'll come up like as soon as we end the live. I'm like, Tom such and such. That's what his name was. No, start the live back over. I gotta tell everybody. But yeah, I've been working on the Trump one for a little while because people, I had a
Tom Tucker.
Tom Tucker. That's it.
Thank you, Jacob Smith.
Yes, good job, Tom Tucker. Thank God. Man, dude, I don't think I was going to sleep tonight until we found that out. Yeah, Tom Tucker. Yeah, that's right. Everybody's Googling like news anchor from Family Guy. Tom Tucker. Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. Just checking my phone here. But, guys, if anybody's got any... that Queen Alyssa, Tom Tucker. Yes, Tom Tucker. Tom Tucker. I don't think I can do a Tom Tucker, though. I've never really tried it. What is he?
It's a very basic.
Yeah, I'm Tom Tucker for... I can't do it. I feel like... I think Seth MacFarlane does Brian Griffin and Tom Tucker.
No, Seth MacFarlane does like 90% of the.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, because you could tell the similarities between Tom Tucker and Brian Griffin. Like, and I know he does Brian Griffin. So, but you guys should go look up the cast, like the voiceover actors for like American Dad. That, you know, Haley's husband or whatever, Jeff. That guy looks just like that character. I mean, they made him just identical to. It's insane. It was ridiculous. So funny the way they did it. Tom Tucker.
I gotta tell you, that's probably the best news anchor the world has ever seen.
Are they giving you a hard time?
No. Well, my brothers are. They turned me into a meme.
I was gonna say, did we get the new meme? What is it? Is it good? It's a good meme. Let me see what it is. Let's see. It doesn't look anything like you. Oh wow. So can I show the camera? Is it okay?
Yeah.
All right. So this is that's the meme he is now.
I can't unsee it now.
That will probably be displayed at his funeral. Like, you know, that's going to be your memorial picture. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
just that face.
And today we remember Aaron Hardwick. We remember him as a failure because he failed his CDL exam the first time. Thanks to his brothers, we all remember that. This picture has been hanging up above his mother's oven for the last 25 years. It's terrible what he did to her.
Yeah. Gotta love brothers, man. So, hey, at least you didn't get raped.
man,
At least you didn't get raped by a chow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have had me as a brother. That would have been terrible. Here lies I failed. Exactly.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I love my brothers. Oh my God.
I was worried Aaron wasn't going to want to do this video just for the simple fact that you know,
No.
I didn't want him to feel like I was trying to showcase a failure or anything like that. The whole point of the video was to give people an insight on a little bit more knowledge about the test, the attitude that he has about being able to, you know, pick everything back up and get back on that horse again and keep going, you know. So and especially too, trying to give the trainers an idea of what not to do. The last thing you want to do when your guy fails or your trainee fails is make them a failure. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever look at your guy and be like, man, what was your problem? You know, like, oh, what happened? You screwed this up. You know, like, bro. And for some reason, I don't understand why, but Prime gives these guys. I understand why they give them the bonus, but I don't understand why they told them they get a bonus, because he had that on his mind too. He had that, you know, he's worried, you know, man, I'm going to lose this bonus. You know, and I'm like, dude, they should have never said that. Just like the examiner should have never said, hey, I've done failed 4 people, I need a win. Like, you know, so many things like just kind of culminated into him, just his nervousness and his anxiety and worried, you know, he was going to disappoint me or himself or his family or whatever the case may be. And he's got a really good support group. He's got a really good family. And, you know, I did my very best to be as supportive as possible for him, because I didn't want him thinking that he let me down at all, you know. Now, if he would have said, man, I just can't do this no more, I'm out, I'm leaving, then yeah, he would have disappointed me, would have let me, and that would have let me down. So, because I would have been, then I would have felt like a failure at that point, you know. But man, you guys coming in, if you can't pass the first time, it's okay. You know, there's always another day, you know. It's nothing set in stone that says that you can't keep testing, guys. I mean, so I promise you, believe me, when you see when you go to the truck stop, like I was telling you guys earlier, and go talk to these truckers about some experiences and what they've actually lived out here on the road, do some research for yourself. You'll notice we're not real smart. You know what I'm saying? There's not. you get out here, some of these guys, you be talking to them like, you know, I mean, herp derp, you know, they just, you know, dude, I swear, bro, I walk around and I'm just like, how are you still breathing? Like, you know, like, I can't, I don't know, man. I don't know. How many attempts do you have with Prime? Well, after you fail 2 times, you start losing digits. They start cutting fingers off, toes, stuff like that. So, yeah, we don't play over
When you
here.
run out of those, they just send you home.
Yeah. Once you run out of all 20 digits, and you have, if you start with 19, number 20 is going to hurt somewhere. I don't know where, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's going to be bad. But, no, it's indefinite. You have to wait at least 48 hours. You have to wait 48 hours before you can test again. And
I thought it was
go ahead.
the third time they don't try again.
I don't know. Maybe so. Is that what they told you?
I thought I heard that somewhere. I don't know.
It may be. Maybe after the third time they won't let you try again. Maybe you have to leave and come back and get rehired. I don't know. But there used to not be a limit from what I remember, but it might be a limit now. I don't know. I have to check for you guys. Johnson says, "Oh, it's good to see a person in good spirits after failure, passing first tries and everything." Exactly. And Ross, I told him, I said, man, if you think you're the first one to not trifecta, you're crazy, bro. Like, it's so many people come out here. Jacob, I don't know what you're meaning by, hey, speak for yourself. I am speaking for myself. I have been for the last hour and 57 minutes. Rick Pig, are you hearing the stuff, Aaron? Tons of wisdom there. Free course in leadership.
Yeah, I'm hearing it. Trust me, I'm hearing it.
He hears every bit of it. All day he hears it. Sometimes he doesn't want to hear it. And I tell him, say, look, you're going to miss me when I'm gone. I promise you. Because some people don't get to hear this beautiful voice. I got to tell you, I've been called the songbird of my generation. That's all I'm saying. Songbird of my generation.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really good getting all these comments and, questions and stuff. Help me,
100%.
help lift me up and,
This kind of stuff too, this interaction too, for him and other trainees. Not all of us are stupid. Well, Jacob, man, I appreciate all the support, but for you to take that personally kind of makes me feel like you are. Just saying. I'm just calling it like I see it. I said some, but you're taking it. You're the only one that spoke up, so I'm gonna leave that right there on the table for you.
I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about.
When I said that, you come out here to the truck stops and you see truckers and you just come out here and really start experiencing it and you start it just he's like, speak for yourself, not all of us are stupid. Like I was trying to single him out or something. Like you just singled yourself out.
I mean, you just called it like it was.
People call me stupid all the time, Johnson says, and people call me fat too, and I'm not. Not at all.
Not everyone has rights to the brain cell, I know.
Exactly. Man, seriously, man, if you don't listen, I want to tell you guys something 100%, okay? For you guys watching the channel, 2 things. Number 1, I mean absolutely no disrespect with anything I say on this channel, okay? So if you take it disrespectfully, that's something you got to work out with yourself. That's part of your circus, not mine. Secondly, I will never apologize to you about anything I say on this channel. So, ever. So don't expect it. That's just being real. Same thing when I bring you guys information about Prime, whether I like it or not, I'm going to be real with you. I have no reason to discord anything else and discredit anything else unless it's truly how I feel. So, and Jacob, I'm not trying to call you out. I'm saying to anybody, if you guys get offended by what I say, that's something you got to address, because I'm very open-minded. I'm very realistic. I try to look at all sides of everything. I'm not perfect. Okay, so don't expect me to be perfect. If you're expecting a perfect YouTuber or a perfect social media person, lower your expectations. I'm not that guy. Okay, I'm not even good. Not even okay. So, but I will tell you this. I do my very best to give you guys the best entertainment quality while giving you the most factual information and the best non-biased opinion. So,
Oh, wait, he said I'm not taking it personally. I was poking fun back.
okay, I just wanted to make sure that if I hurt your feelings, man, that wasn't the intention. So, I wanted to make that clear, because a lot of people, I understand, and I had to tell Aaron this when he got on the truck. I said, I understand the presence that I carry. Okay, I'm a big guy. I'm loud. My voice carries. Sometimes I like to talk like this, and I'm very animated. Okay, to the point where I can be very comical, but I can also be very intimidating as well, and I'm not meaning to be. So I told him, I said, man, look, if there's ever a time with you being on the truck and you don't feel comfortable, or you feel like I'm being a certain way, let me know, because I promise you, I'm not meaning it that way. It's just how I carry myself, and I'm not I'm just me, man. I'm just me. I'm just trying to live my best life, just like the rest of us. And I'm just the way I am. I can't be any other way. So, I don't want to offend anybody. That's not my thing. But, just make sure that you understand it's not that way with me. So that's not my intent here on this channel. Look at the blast from the past.
Talking about your hair.
Oh. It's growing out, man. I'm working on it. It's growing out. I cut this myself. I cut this myself, bro. I think I did pretty good around the back and everything. So, but anyways, man, if you guys are into your Bible, blink twice if you need help. He needs help, all right. He needs help with them maneuvers. Boom! Give me some skin, baby. Yeah, that was good. I got to give myself some props on that one. Oh man. Truckers be out here like, my mama said alligators have them teeth and no toothbrush. No, seriously, Ross, I got it cut in Orlando or Bradenton, and the guy did like a two guard around the side, and it started growing out, so I just went in and did a 0 on it.
You just blinked twice so hard it flashed outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a storm right now.
Yeah, he's now he knows that if there's anything, do it all. What's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Long time no see. He knows that if there's anything that's bothering him or whatever, he can talk to me, because I told him straight up, I'm an open book, man. You being upset or worried or concerned about something is not gonna make or break this situation. I can promise you that. So if it's appreciate it, Ross. Yeah, it's for those of you who read your Bibles or want to, Leviticus. That's all I'm saying. And yes, it's Old Testament. And when you say it's Old Testament, I'm going to ask you, is God's word not good? I'm going to leave that there. So, anyways, I told him he can talk to me about anything. I'm never going to look at him. What is going on here? Oh, we lost the camera again. You got to be kidding me. What is going on with this thing? It's got to have a timer on it or something. Hold up. Yeah, because now I'm on the regular camera. This thing, man, come on, bro. What are you doing to me right now? I gotta restart it every time. Okay, there we go. For some reason, my Osmo camera, the Osmo Pocket 3, keeps wanting to cut out, and then it brings the camera up for the MacBook. So I don't know what that's about, but
You got a front view of you.
yeah, no, that camera's horrible, man. Did you see it? Yeah. It was awful. It was like 110p. It wasn't even terrible, pretty good. But Aaron knows, and trainers, if you're out there training, I would advise you guys to be open with your trainee too. Communicate, okay? Communicate. Don't sit back and expect your guy to understand everything that you hand signal or say or do. Like, communicate with them. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, put yourself back in that position of, hey, I was a trainee once too. Hey, I was the guy that needed to know all this stuff. So don't just expect them to know it or expect them to ask. Last thing you want to do, I'm so tired of hearing when I get to the terminal to go get work done on the truck or go, do something I got to do. And I talk to trainees that watch the channel, and I say, yeah, man, I just got out of TNT. I'm about to upgrade, but can I ask you a question? And they start asking me all these technical questions about things they should have learned during their training. Simple things like their logs or how to, sweep out a trailer or fix a chute or something that, how to check your fifth wheel. I mean, just crazy stuff that, they never learned how to check in with a shipper, because trainers will just use them as mules, man. Like, and just not say anything to them. Like, just because somebody's not talking to you, your trainee's not talking to you, doesn't mean they're not interested. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just, what do they call them now? Introverts?
Yeah.
So it used to be hermit crabs when I was growing up. That's what we called them. I'm a hermit crab. I like, hence why we pulled in tonight, because I like being by myself. But get out, man. That's right. I like being by myself. No, but no. Engage in conversation. Engage in what you have to give them. You hold a very powerful tool in your hand. You know what I'm saying? You hold
the key to their success if you unlock it for them, because they can't make you teach them. They can't make you talk to them. Like, be the guiding light. Be the big brother or big sister. You know, do the right thing. That's all you got to do. So, anyways.
I have a handheld CD I use to help with training.
We talked about doing that. Yeah. So I've had times where I've told him to lay his phone in the fold holder, like, you know, backwards, and so when I'm outside, because we'll be at shippers and receivers where reefers are running, it's loud, and I don't want to be that guy. Like, I'm the guy that goes to Starbucks and orders a large coffee, which I call it a large coffee. Some people call it a venti, I call it a large. But I'm the guy ordering the coffee, and they're like, "Well, what the hell's wrong with this guy? He's about to shoot the place up or something?" You know, and I'm just like, you know, yeah, I'll take a large coffee, and they're like, "Oh man, you need to calm down, bro." Like, you know, and that's just the way I am. So if I'm outside screaming at him, "Turn the wheel to the left," they're gonna be like, "Man, this is why right here we don't need trainers like this. Like, look at this guy out here." And I'm not even trying to yell at him. It's just the way I am.
My phone is quiet too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's hard to hear you.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we were thinking about getting a handheld CB for me, so we could take it on like channel 2 or something, and he could listen to me out there. So something like that, or a walkie-talkie or something. But yeah, introvert. Yeah, that's what everybody. Apparently, that's the new hermit crab. I don't know why. You know, why society has to take things and change it. You know, why does it have to be that way? You know what I'm saying? We did away with hermit crab for introvert. And now these kids are emu or whatever it is. What's it called? Emo. Yeah, I was like, man, I thought that was a bird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
it's funny because people used to, when it first like started becoming like people were like mistaken for emu all the time. So it became a meme for like
what?
Emo.
Yeah, I just thought that. I mean, when I hear that, I'm just like, man, it's another way people think they're one of them big birds, you know. I mean, and I'm just like, what has he got to be so sad about, you know? I mean, like, what? You this guy's walking around looking like Edward Scissorhands' kid, and he's all upset about something. I just don't understand. It's like, man, you know, he's like, I put on eyeliner because I hate myself. I'm just like, what's wrong with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is that an emu thing? The eyeliner?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was. You know what?
Someone says you're getting old, and then
called an idiot when I was young. Like, you see a kid coming.
No, do not mention skibbity to me. Good gosh.
Okay, here we go. What does this mean? Skibbity.
Okay, so
because this sounds like some more made up crap that you guys are doing.
It's a YouTube video series about.
Oh, so y'all got a whole dictionary full of retarded stuff. All right.
It's called Skibbity Toilet. It's literally just a dude's head in a toilet.
Okay. See, I'm done, man. I don't even know. See, this is the kind of stuff here that I can't understand with you guys. You young guys, heads in toilets.
It's the stupidest thing ever. Trust me.
Oh my god.
Like,
what is it? Somebody else said something to me the other day too. Oh, that whole Yas Queen thing. My second oldest daughter does that. She always says like Yas Queen, and I'm like I'm your father. Like, I'm not a queen. You understand that? Like, like if we're doing a tea party or something, I'll be whatever you want me to be. But you know, I mean, like, we're just like out here checking the mail, man. Like, what is up with Yas Queen?
It's like 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds getting into this stuff now.
Yeah, well, it's because we shove this stuff down our kids' throats, you know, with all this media and all these. Like, here, just take this phone and shut up, you know, instead of actually spending time with our kids. That's what we do, you know. Let's see. I actually have no idea what that means either. See, Ross, I'm not the only one. See, and we lost a couple of viewers too because I guess they got mad about Yas Queen. Yeah. sorry, Queen Alyssa. I'm not talking about you.
Skibbity and left.
Yas Queen.
I don't blame them.
Skibbity, yeah. No, they probably went to go look at it. They're like, oh, what is Skibbity? And they started like, you gotta be careful when you Google that kind of stuff now.
Oh, yeah,
okay?
No, it's awful. Trust me. It's stupid awful.
Yeah, you can't put anything in Google now without something just atrocious popping up now. It's just crazy. She says, I've always been a hermit, but getting my CDL has opened me up more because if I don't ask questions and the trainer doesn't bring it up, I'll never know. Exactly.
Yeah.
The dumbest question is the one that you don't ask. You know what I'm saying?
Like, me training with him, it's the most I've ever talked to anybody I don't know.
Right. Headsets work. Just call when you guys are ready. And my friend Dave helped me with maneuvers over the weekend. Yeah, Stephanie, see, the thing about it is with me, the phone thing, I don't like because I don't let my guys have it during their PSD phase at all. Like, it's not even allowed to be up here in the holder, like, at all. So it was kind of a thing that we kind of implemented because we ended up getting to a couple loud areas, and I just told him to put it in the holder and just, put it on speakerphone. But like you said, his phone is not loud either. But we just do whatever we can do. And if I have to walk up, and talk to him, I will. I'll just tell him they stop, and I'll walk up and say something to him, whatever I think. But see, I'm the trainer that I don't tell my guys what to do, but a few times. And then after that, I want them to figure it out. I want them to explore how the truck and trailer works. I've even went to the actual length of telling Aaron after he completed a maneuver, so okay, now you get out and watch me do it. That way you can actually see from my perspective how the truck and trailer is actually moving and reacting together. So, you drive your trailer, you operate your truck. So that's the rule of thumb. So,
okay, this guy tried to explain it.
Okay, skibbity, pronounced skippity. So that's so stupid. Has no inherent meaning. It can be used as a wacky adjective to mean cool, bad, or dumb, depending on the context, according to the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, Urban Dictionary. It's a good way of helping you understand.
When did the Urban Dictionary ever come to light, to fruition? Because, we didn't have we had Webster's when I grew up. There was no Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary is just for a place for somebody
it's for
an explanation for.
It's for emus to make their own words up. Is what it is. That's what it is.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and they have their own insurance companies too. I've heard. So yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't understand. Whatever. Or they say period. Or the one I hate the most. She ate.
I don't get it either. These all came from my generation. I don't understand it.
Okay, wait a minute. Or they back in the day, the internet came in the mail. That's right. It's cool. Nothing offends me. Or they say period.
I don't get this.
I don't know. Poker said that's some low-key dumb stuff. Listen, man.
For real.
I'm not that smart. So, I want to let you guys know. I admit it. I'm not a genius or anything. So, I can't understand this. Why can't we just talk normal? You know what I'm saying? And I know that's that's a hashtag offensive word, normal now for some reason, but just be a human being, man. We ain't got a skibbity bebop and emus everywhere. And all this posh and yas queens and all this. I don't know. I just don't understand it. My kids try to talk to me like this, and I'm just like, man, you're speaking Spanish right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's all in the language.
Yeah, it's like we just want to regress. It's like, hey guys, you know what would make us seem really cool is if we acted dumb. That's right. And then I want to dress up like my mom too. Let's do that. What the hell's wrong with y'all?
I don't get it. I grew up with these people, but my phones were flip phones, and I grew up on.
I never walked into my mom's room hey mom, you got some eyeliner I can put on? I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be the coolest kid in school. They're gonna think I'm a bird. They call me emu. That's so dumb. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, if that's your bag, I don't support it, but, do your thing. Just don't make me a part of it. I don't want no part of that. I had a hypothetical situation, and I'm not going to get all political about this, but, some people like to pretend they're other things. Okay? If you want to be an elephant, that's fine. You can be an elephant. That's your circus. Doesn't mean I got to buy a ticket. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. So if you want to be an elephant, but just don't expect me to come to the circus. I'm just not going to do it. So, here we go. Matthew's joining in. He says, other words I've heard. Yeah, let's just bash all these people. Other words I've heard are Riz, no cap. Now I've heard about, what about this one? On God.
They'd be like, man, you really did that? Like, on God. I'm like, on God, what? Like, you know, like I'm just as lost as everyone else. Dude, I'm so glad that there's other people in here. Yeah, see, Stephanie says the same thing. I grew up with Webster's Dictionary, Encyclopedias, and Scrabble Dictionary. Yeah, see, I didn't even. You must have been rich, Stephanie. I didn't have Scrabble Dictionary. I don't even know what that's about.
I grew up with like flip phones. I didn't like actually start using the internet until I was like, I think 12 or 13.
Bro,
Even then,
the first time,
like random
I know a sound that you have never heard before in your life other than a sound effect. Hearing a dial-up modem for America Online.
Gosh.
Okay, that's how I remember the internet. Like we thought we were rich, bro. When our stepdad bought a computer and he set it down, and well, you heard this, like we were like, yeah, boy. Give it about 18 more minutes and we're going to be connected to the internet. You watch. Bro, it was insane. Like, we thought we were the bee's knees or whatever it is.
Or like only being able to be on the internet if no one's using the phone.
Yes. Yeah. You're like, hey, stop. I'm trying to do a science report. Get off the phone. Yeah, it was crazy.
I am glad that we don't have to worry about that now, but it has become a bit of a problem.
Right.
That the thing is my,
Ross says, and you pray your phone doesn't ring so you don't have to start over. Yeah, because there wasn't no do not disturb, but like the only thing you could do was unplug it. Like seriously, you had to pull and see, we didn't have cordless phones back then.
Oh, yeah.
Like there were, but they were so expensive. They were really expensive. We still had answer machines with the tape, bro. That you put the tape in, you get the answer. There wasn't no voicemail. They didn't know what that was. There was no voicemail. Like, man, we were freaking like, oh man, we were so spoiled. It's insane as a human species. It's ridiculous.
The thing is, it's parents about my age, like from my generation as parents, they would like have their like 4 or 5 year olds just sitting there on the tablet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Me and my wife, we have to take, because our kids are homeschooled, so they do all their work on their tablets. But then, like, after they're done with their work, they get like X amount of screen time, but they'll be trying to sneak more screen time. I'm like, no, you're not doing that. No, I don't think so. Yeah, man, man, those were the days, man. Beepers. Yeah, beepers, man.
Oh my God.
This is, you've never seen one before, have you?
I've seen them like rarely.
He's
Well,
like,
they're not too often.
he saw him in like a meme or something, a GIF. What it was. He's like, I heard about Saved by the Bell, but yeah. Oh, bro, I'm so freaking old. It's crazy. But you know what's crazy is everybody in my generation, any of you guys out there that are like, 38 to 45, we still look at like 1990s model cars and be like, man, that's a nice newer car right there. Like, it's crazy because when you come from the generation I came from, my mom, when I remember my earliest car that I remember my mom ever having was like a 72 Buick LeSabre. Okay, 2-door hardtop. Blue, rusted. Like, I was like, I had a friend, his mom had like a 91 Mercury Cougar with a digital dash. I thought I was riding around in the freaking Batmobile, bro. I was just like, man, this thing is awesome. A 91 Mercury Cougar, like it was the best thing in the world.
Like I'm 90. I was born in '99, and I grew up, with VHS. I didn't have to deal with the dial-up. We
Right.
had landlines,
Right.
but I still remember
VHS, yeah, VHS, man. Bro, I remember 8-tracks. That's how old I am. I remember 8-tracks, homie. Like, I had my first record player. I had a record player with an 8-track in it, bro. I thought I was awesome. I had one little speaker. It was like one of those, the wooden ones. They had like the fake wood on the outside,
gosh.
and it was about that tall. Yeah, bro. I had a record player with an 8-track and a little wooden speaker.
You can actually still buy record players from Walmart.
Yeah, but it's not the same. My daughter's in the vinyl. My second oldest, and she's in the vinyl. And I'm like, it's not the same. Like you had no idea. It's not the same. We had a reel to reel in our house, bro.
Oh my God.
I had a reel to reel in my house, bro. My mom's favorite song was George Michael, "Gotta Have Faith." And bro, they had that on reel to reel. They would put that on, like if they were like having a good time, drinking, whatever. They put that on. Like, if you heard, you gotta have faith, faith, faith. Like, I knew not to go home. I would turn around, and drive away, because I was not gonna be part of that. Golly, man. Oh, dude, Ross, do you remember school when you had to do the computer lab, the floppy disk? Oh yeah, bro. Holy, and I'm talking about the big ones. I'm not talking about the little ones that were the hard floppy disk. I'm talking about the big floppy disk, bro. Them ones that sounded like they were punching a time card when you put them in. It was nuts. Oh yeah, bro. That was what was up. Queen says, I secretly love using the microfiche in the library. I could see you going into the library and being like, where's your microfiche at? Like, they were like, my micro what? they probably don't even know what it is anymore.
My first phone was a flip phone.
Was it?
See,
Which one was it?
Oh man, it was just your generic, just flip phone. I can't remember the specific one.
I'm gonna tell you what mine was when you're done.
But I remember when the iPods first came out, the touchscreen.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, that was like next level.
I was so confused about how it worked. Like, where's the buttons on it?
Yeah, that was next level too.
Like,
so you're talking about the one after the wheel. They had the wheel first.
I remember the wheel.
Okay, and then they had the touchscreen one. It looked like a little mini iPhone basically, but we didn't know what that was.
iPhone when it first came out.
Yeah.
I didn't know how it worked.
Yeah.
I just saw it just had the screen like, okay.
Looking like a chimpanzee over there, like just slapping it. Like what do I do?
I actually didn't own one, sadly.
Right.
But
so this is the one you stole.
No, I just saw my friends started getting like.
I knew he did that kind of stuff.
How does it work? Like, where are the buttons at? But
Wes says, look at your phone now.
I know it's insane. I actually got my phone right in front of you.
Mine, Texas. Mine was the Motorola flip phone. But it was the one that had the huge battery on the back. It's like the big battery.
Oh, man.
And it had the little skinny antenna that pulled out with the big round thing on top of the antenna. And dude, it literally just had like one digital strip for the digits. And they were like bright neon green. That was my first phone ever.
You know, it's funny.
And when I had that, I thought I was like, you remember, for those of you that watched Saved by the Bell with Zach Morris, when he pulled the phone out of the locker, that's what I felt. I felt like I was Zach Morris, man. Like I was like, bro, Zach's got one. I got one now too. Like, this is bad. Except mine's smaller. Mine's cooler, than Zach's. Because he had that big old brick,
It was the Motorola Razr.
Yeah.
I had. Mine was the flip over one. The one that just flipped over. Like
Yeah.
My mom had a, it was Sprint. It was
right.
a Sprint service. But it slid up and down the side stuff. And it was insane.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, pagers, man. Pagers were the bomb. Like, bro, if you got, like I said, that's what we had in class, bro. So we'd be like, man, we got page, man. Like, old girl page me, bro. I'm gonna have to go out there and find me a payphone caller, And they'd be like, what?
I remember payphones.
Yeah, there's one. So there's actually the last payphone I saw. And Ross, you probably know, some of you guys that drive, you know what I'm talking about. Over there in the Central PA, right off of 76, there's a Flying J there, and it's a run-down Flying J. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. There's a really nice TA there, and then across the street, right down the street across from it, there's an old Flying J. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly where it's at. Anyways, they have, when you walk in, the side entrance, not the very front, but the side to the right, there's a payphone there, but it used to be a wall of payphones. And that payphone does not work anymore, but they left it there. And when I walked in a couple weeks ago, I was like, yeah, so I was like, man, I haven't seen one of these in a couple decades. Like, this is crazy. Let me find out where this Flying J is, because I'm really, I gotta do this now. This is like a mission. Where's it at? Here it is. Nope, not that one. This one. Breezewood, Pennsylvania. The Flying J. If you want to go see one of the last payphones in America, go to the Flying J in Breezewood, Pennsylvania. Off of I-76, exit 147. Yeah, right there.
I see your text. Okay, stop. I know I lost.
Yep, Matthew, you got it. It is Breezewood. Queen says collect calls are prepaid calling cards and car phones. Yeah, exactly. Well, the only call you're going to get now is probably from a prison inmate, and that might not be one you want to get.
That Petro in the Breeze home and their Breeze home still have the Radio Shack in it. Oh my gosh!
I don't know, but
still around?
Dude, Radio Shack and Circuit City, those were the Best Buy back in the day. Like
I
that
remember
was
Blockbuster.
and Movie Gallery, dude. Yes, man, that was.
DVD rentals.
Dude, you would get off of school, you would have like the brand new like Sega Genesis or Nintendo 64 game come out, and you'd get out of school and you and your best friend, like you guys would do like, you know, hangouts together, weekend sleepovers, whatever, and you guys would go to Blockbuster, go get the brand new game. You had to get there early because if you got there late, it was going to be gone. Dude, it was awesome. Oh man, that was the best, man. You guys have no idea what you're missing, man, in your life, man. I'm telling you, bro. We had the best time. Ask anybody, it was the best. You guys think you have a good time? We had a good time. We had a great time.
They're saying Radio Shack went bankrupt.
Everybody goes bankrupt.
All the old stuff does.
Yeah.
I think. Oh wait, no. In Clinton, Arkansas, I saw a Radio Shack there. It was, I think, about 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know if it's still there.
If it's 2 or 3 years ago, it's not there anymore.
Dadgummit.
It's just a shack now. It's not a Radio Shack. just a shack only.
It was part of a complex. It's probably gone, but you know, it was a really rundown town. So.
Pizza Hut, Reading Club, free pizzas. Oh, do you guys remember oh man, that just brought back a memory right there, Ross. The book clubs. Do you remember when they had the book fair at school? Like you would go to school and like you would try to get like $6 or $7 so you could get like book fair, the Goosebumps series and all that stuff. Oh, dude. That was the best ever. Like, oh my God, that was so good. Bro, you'd bring like $6. You'd walk out with like, yes, this is Classic Book Club. That's it. Yeah, you would walk out with a backpack full of like books, bro. It was like, you had stickers. There was different kinds of pencils and erasers. Oh man, it was the best, bro. It was so good. Oh man, it was so good. Oh man, I just realized my childhood didn't suck as bad as I thought it did.
Don't laugh, everyone can see you. Yes, I know everyone can see me, Wes.
Yes, it was, Queen. Yes, it was. No, Ross. You should feel like a legend, because that's what we are. Legends. Epic legends. That was like a field trip in itself. It was, bro. And it was so crazy, too, because it was either in the auditorium or the gym. And you felt like you were in a whole different world. Like, man, like we waited all day long to go to this book club, man. It was the best thing ever, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, you're right, Poker. We did not know what we had, bro. We did not know what we had. I tell my kids that all the time. I'm like, you guys have no idea how good you guys have it, you know? The Power Rangers, what I grew up with, and the Pink Ranger was hot, is what Texas Trucker says. And you never saw what she really looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just imagined. She was just whatever you wanted her to be. You know? I hate to break it to you, though. It was a dude. The dude was the Pink Ranger, so... Whatever, Texas, man. You know what they say about Texas? I'm just saying.
My brother's wanting a shout out, sir. Hello, Justin. My gosh, they're all like.
Yeah, Matthew says we had real dodgeballs, not the foam ones.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh,
bro. Those ones, yeah. They had like little hash lines on them, so when they hit you hard, like, bro, you would leave like a whelp or a mark on you. Oh yeah, bro. Broken bones were rite of passage. Yeah, dang right they were. Trifold poster board projects. Yes. You work all day long, and it always had to be like really intricate. There was always like every single side of the poster board was covered with something. I mean, it was like you had stuff stuck everywhere. You had your little display in front of it. Oh yeah, man. The science fair was a big deal. Yes, the Oregon Trail game. On the old Apple computers. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was the bomb.
It was actually a really fun game.
It was.
I actually played it recently too.
Didn't they? They did a remake of it too, didn't they? Didn't they do a remake? Yeah.
It used to be on the old flip phones.
Yeah, man. Oh, Snake, the Nokia game Snake.
Gosh,
you guys remember that?
Snake.
Yeah, man. Quayne said now the original Power Rangers are dying or dead in prison. Yeah, that's what they get. Yeah, Macintosh. That was it, Macintosh. It wasn't called an Apple at the time. It was Macintosh. That's right.
Huzzah? Why do you want me to say huzzah, Wes?
Touching
Sorry,
the
my
floppy
brother's
disk of
a
someone you
messenger.
didn't like with a magnet. Oh, man, that was awful.
That's funny. Now you can do the same thing with credit cards and stuff now too.
Can you?
Oh yeah, you'll demagnetize anything with a magnet. Yeah. You go take a magnet and get it near your wallet and watch yourself not be able to buy anything. You better pass. That's all I'm saying. You better pass. No, I'm just playing. Oh man. Now I don't know what this is. Number munchers. I don't know what that is. Hold on, I got something on my screen. Okay, I thought it said number munchers. What are number munchers? What is that? I don't know. Sounds like something I'm not allowed to watch. It's so crazy too, because when you we do things when we're younger, stupid. We do things really dumb. But then you turn around and like when you get older and you get like you're a parent, like that's why I just said like it sounds like something I'm not allowed to watch. I feel like a kid again. I'm not allowed to watch that. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I think Atari's making another console soon.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, one of my biggest regrets are, and I don't even know how we got onto this. How is this live doing 2.5 hours? And we're talking about Ataris and flip phones and Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. This is insane. So, I remember that when my mom remarried, Jacob said my first laptop was 6 inches thick. We were just talking about that today, as a matter of fact. Because I pulled my laptop out to do the live, and he was like, dude, he said, that thing's pretty thin. He said, I remember when laptops were like really thick. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, the Panasonic ones, they still have them for the military and the police officers and stuff. But, do what?
My brothers are messaging me out for
I got you. So, when it come back to Atari, when my mom remarried, in the closet of one of the spare bedrooms of my stepdad's house was a brand new Atari. The original one, in the box.
Oh my gosh.
And I wish I would have saved it. Like, how we have our parents are like, yeah, I had a 67 Cougar one time. Had a big block in it, positive traction rear. I wish I'd have kept that car. Like, I wish I'd have kept that Atari. Like, that's...
I did some price check.
Man.
I have the Nintendo GameCube at home.
Conjunction Junction. Yes, I remember that.
Oh my gosh.
I think Matthew means Sega. Yeah, Sega Genesis, bro. That was a big deal. So, I had a friend of mine down the street. I got one for you. Before Sega, there was TurboGrafx 16. You guys remember that? Because that came after the original Nintendo. So TurboGrafx 16 was a standalone company. Then Sega came out, and TurboGrafx 16 had the little cards. So it was like they just sat right in the top. It's just a little card. But bro, we thought we were looking at like real stuff. Like, we see this little guy, like he's like a little 6-bit, 8-bit guy, and it's called 16-bit, but I mean, it really wasn't 16. And you're like, oh, so real, And like now it's like you see anime or like AI and you can't even tell if it's fake or real now. So it's ridiculous. DOS. Yes, DOS. Yep.
Oh my gosh, MS-DOS.
Yep. That's how you would get in. That's how you would get in and like actually give your computer commands to do certain things, was go into the DOS setting.
You felt like a hacker.
Yeah, that was the big deal. I remember I said that to one guy, a kid that was on the truck one time before Angel started teaming with me. I said, hey, you going to go into DOS or something? And he's like, DOS? What the hell is that? And I'm like, never mind.
You felt
I was like, never mind. First vehicle was an 80 F-150 with the Ranger package. Bro, I wish you still had that thing.
My first vehicle was it was like an 02, 03 Blazer.
S10 Blazer?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Blazer.
Well, that's right, because they stopped making the Blazer, because they called, like, I think it was like 94 or 95, because it was actually a Tahoe, but it was two-door, but they called it a Blazer. So it was a big body, CK body Blazer, but it was really a two-door Tahoe is basically what it was. My first vehicle was an 83 model Ford Mustang V6. This thing was mint inside and out, but within 2 weeks it blew a piston ring, and it smoked more. It used more oil than it did gas. So I would be like, I had that car forever too. Like, oh man, it looked great, but it was a piece of crap. It was a mosquito killer, bro. Because it just smoked up the whole road when you're driving it.
bro, in this type of world, like, I would have probably been hung somewhere, like, if I was driving that car. But I would have friends, like, we had this breezeway that went down into the parking lot, the student parking in high school. And I'd say, hey, what's going on, James, man? You need a ride to the house, man? And he'd be like, you still got the Mustang? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, man, I'm good. I'll wait. I'm like, damn. Like, you know, bro, I took that thing to prom, too. Like, bro, straight up. Like, most people went in limos. I went in the 83 Mustang, the Smoky Skeeter Killer.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, man, I was the talk of the ball, man. Brought that big old silver ugly pumpkin up there. Yeah, man. I like the Saturns, man. We used to lower them things and put rims on them, all kinds of stuff. I like the Saturns.
My first car was an 89 Grand Prix. Oh, the S.
Yeah. Dude, those cars, they were like ahead of their time. They had every single option button you wanted on them. They were crazy.
Oh, someone here had a 90 Thunderbird 3.8 supercharged.
Yeah, that was a fun engine too. So that Thunderbird, that 3.8 supercharged engine, that was an answer to the GM's GNX turbocharged 3.8. So they had there was a big deal about that. They were standing off with each other. So the Grand National had the 3.8 supercharged in it, and Ford answered back with a 3.8 supercharged. So
Jacob Smith said pretty sharp would circle you and string you up. Yeah, if they can.
exactly, yeah. Oh yeah, that Mustang would still run though, man. I'm telling you, like even being a V6, bro, that thing would go. Oh, do you still have that car, Queen? Because if you have that, you got something.
Man, you got a.
Ross said this live's all over. I know, bro. We went from Zach Morris, went from trucking to CDL exam instructions and advice, and we went to Zach Morris and Saved by the Bell.
There was a little bit of Trump in there, some executive order signing.
And now we are talking about our childhood, man. I mean, I don't know. I want to do a podcast because, dude, I could just sit here and talk all day. It's just fun for me, reminiscing and stuff. Thunderbird Cougars 3.8 Supers were awesome, even if you can find them in a 5-speed, yeah. Oh, dude. I have an original 82 Suburban Scottsdale. Oh, he's got the 454 big block. Yes, sir.
That's cool.
I love that, bro. Please, is it original, Jacob, or is it like, are you lowering it, or what are you doing with it? You got jacked up? What do you got? Please say lowered. Please say lowered.
Please keep it original.
Please say lowered.
Keep it original.
Bagged. Bagged. C-notch. Bagged.
Stock.
Drop it.
Just keep it stock, man.
Put them double deuces on there. What is it? You got to tell us. We're waiting.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yes!
Boo!
Yeah, you gotta keep it the original, man.
Boo! 82 was a good year, man. That's when Moi was made. And I was made in 82. So, yeah, man. It was a good year. That was good. Yeah, man, you kids, man, you guys got it easy today, bro. You don't even know.
Oh, man.
Talking about I remember VHS. Whatever,
I did
bro.
grow up on VHS.
Whatever. You had home movies made on VHS, but you didn't grow up on VHS. You don't know about VHS.
No, I remember we had a stack of VHS tapes I would watch all the time.
Yeah, because they stayed there under the dust of the room, and you guys were on CD-ROMs and DVDs.
No, don't get me wrong. We did have CDs and stuff, but most of our movies were on VHS.
Oh, man. Seriously, though, yeah, the older cars, they are better stock because especially if they were stock, if you got them stock, leave them that way because, I mean, they're going to be worth so much later on. There's so many things, like, I think me and you were talking about that the other day, like, man, if we would have just kept this, or if our parents would have kept this, it would have been so awesome. Oh, wow, it has rear air conditioning, wow. Yeah, the rotary telephone with the long cord that stretched all the way through the house, that was insane. That was nuts. Oh, man. And you guys remember when call waiting came around? We thought that was like, hold on, I got another call. We thought we were like awesome. Like you had two friends that could call you at once. Oh my gosh, that was crazy, bro. That was insane. I remember when we ditched answering machines, man. We thought that was something else. We're like, when we had our parents were like, I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I'm gonna keep our regular answer machine. Still got a landline. Yep. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
I mean, yeah, you do get some really good connections with the landline. And you can still get landline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can.
guys at Prime 1. I'm over here at the disc golf course.
Where's that at?
Where you at there? Underchaser?
I'm trying to see where you're at. You guys at Prime 1. No, we're not at Prime 1, buddy. We're in Georgia right now.
Yeah.
We left Prime 1 yesterday. I can't find his comment. I was going to highlight it, but I can't find it.
My dad used to have a 73.
Three column was holding up to exactly. It was. Bro, I remember when we only had one TV in the house. Like, seriously, like you had to fight over like what to watch on TV. Like, there was only one of them, bro. We didn't have TVs in every single room like my kids have now. It's nuts, bro. Like, there's TVs in our cars now. It's like crazy. TVs in our hands, TVs in our cars, TVs in our rooms. Like, it's nuts.
I used to have, I think it was like the first Lord of the Rings on VHS.
Really?
Yeah.
You still have it?
No, we got rid of it when we got rid of the VHS.
Oh, wow. Jacob, so WTF is a remote control. Yeah. Yeah, they don't really use those anymore. You can actually control your TVs and stuff from your phones now. Voice activated, all kinds of stuff. Dude, we had, for a long time, we had one of them big wooden console TVs with the dials.
Oh, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, oh, yeah, for real. Ross said your child is the remote control. Nice. 1981 K30, 84 K20. Both restored by the old man. I got a 08 1500 and an 07 LBZ Duramax. It's hard to beat the square body. Oh yeah. One of my favorite bodies is the 2000 to 05. 2000 to 05, 99 to 05 Chevrolet body style. It was really, really good. I love that body style, especially with the HD hoods. Man, they had them HD hoods. They sat up like another 2.5 inches. Oh man, they just look mean, bro. They look so good. I was once remote control, smack the side of the TV and adjust the bunny ears. Oh yeah, dude. I still see antennas too, man. I still see antennas at Walmart. Yeah, they still sell them. And I remember when HD TV was like coming to being a thing. They had everybody was freaking out. Like, oh my God, we got to change our TV. We're not going to be able to watch TV anymore. All the old people were freaking out, you know? And come to find out, it was really nothing that big. It was kind of like Y2K. You guys remember Y2K? Oh, the year 2000, everything's going to end. Yeah. He says, nobody has long beds anymore. My 2018 F450 is a long bed.
It's just really expensive to own a long bed.
Yeah. Couldn't have a short bed. Although short beds do look better, but they got that stout look to them. Bless you.
Oh,
They got that stout look to them. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I always enjoy these. For some crazy reason, my lives always end up being 3 hours long. I don't know how, but
you're just sitting there talking.
Yeah, man, just chopping it up. But once again, guys, thank y'all for the support. Share the video. Yeah, man, thanks for the blast from the past, just like Ross said. And yeah, share the video. You guys make sure to try to like it. And thank you guys so much for everything. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns,
I think I see a few more gray hairs in your beard.
Do you?
Must be the conversation.
It's all that wisdom. Like they said on Angry Birds. Did you ever see they watch that movie, Angry Birds?
Oh my gosh.
Where he's like the lake of wisdom, or like the lake of whiz. Like Mighty Eagle comes out and he's like, dun dun dun. They got all this majestic stoic music going on, and he just like his gut pops out and he just takes a whiz and is like, oh, that's terrible. Oh man, Thunder says I've done a few marathon streams doing storm coverage. Oh, so he knows your Thunder Chaser probably knows your, what's his name?
Brian Hall.
Brian Hall. He probably knows Brian Hall. Yeah.
Ryan
Hall, Ryan Hall, all sound the same. It's Emu. You got this next time, Aaron. Nerves will be still there on the pad. Just got to leave them there. That's right.
Yeah.
Also, don't feel bad. I failed my test first time too. Passed on second try. Good job. Yeah, man. Good night, everybody, man. If you guys got any questions, comments, or suggestions for the channel, I'm all ears. You guys make sure to leave it in the comment. The video will be uploaded later. And, check it out.
My brother just messaged. I bet you won't say I'm a goofy goober.
He's a goofy goober. He just said it.
So,
I heard him.
So,
Johnson said flatbed.
flatbed.
Thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate you joining in. Looking forward to seeing you guys next time, too. I think he's going to be fine. I think this time he's going to, being that we're a little more prepared and he's already experienced it. And now we know we both have a little bit more knowledge. Flatbed, that's the suggestion. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, at this point in my life, it's more like fat bed. So, whatever. I do miss it though. I miss the number one thing I miss about flatbed is the way my truck looked with a flatbed trailer behind, especially a 53-foot step deck. Man, I loved it. Which I've never seen Invictus with it. I thought about just like hooking up at one at Prime and just riding around with it and taking some video and just having people just freak out, because everybody's been wanting me to go back flatbed. So, but man, I don't know, man. I have to do some specialized stuff, man. I couldn't do it with Prime because the money's so different on the reefer side versus the flatbed side. It really is. With Prime anyways. But Aaron, you got this next time. I failed on the alley dock my first time trying. Yeah, he don't know nothing about that other than he's alley docked out here on the road with me. But having to do it as a test, yeah, no, he doesn't have to do that. So yeah, don't have to worry about that. But yeah, old Cone Killer over here, he's gonna be ready. Don't you guys worry, he's gonna be ready, I promise you.
I hope that's not gonna be my handle.
Cone Killer, that's right. We'll call you Coney. Coney. Tennessee Coney. Yeah, man. I think that's it. I think that's your handle now, Coney.
No,
yep.
I don't think I want that one.
He's Coney. Yep. All right, guys. So, Freight Skater and Coney, we're out of here, man. I appreciate you guys 100%. So, thank y'all for joining in. And it's been a pleasure. And we'll see you guys on the next one. So, we're going to try to get a pre-trip video out for you guys interested in coming in. And I think Aaron's going to be a really good instructor for you guys. We're going to let him do the pre-trip video. So, but taking out Schneider eggs is what Wesley said.
I don't get it. I don't think I want to. Don't
Shiny side up. That's right, man. Keep it on the asphalt, guys. I was extremely unlucky. I got picked for the full pre-trip and alley dock on my first time. That was my test too. Same, everything. It was crazy, ridiculous. See, that's the way it was with us, man. They did like randomness. Like you would either get like one part of the pre-trip, 2 parts of the pre-trip, or the whole thing, and then you would get different maneuvers. You had to be ready for anything though. So
yeah, my brother was telling me
yeah,
about
it was
that
crazy,
one.
bro. It was nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now they have us do all of it.
Yeah. No, they don't. You really don't do all of them. We had way more. We had to cover.
I mean, the entire procedure.
Yeah. Don't talk to me about struggles. Don't talk to me. You haven't lived. You haven't seen the things that I've seen. You haven't experienced the life that I've experienced. And I gotta tell you, you're not going to, because there's a lot of things that you haven't seen yet.
Here's a Morgan Freeman.
I'm Morgan Freeman, and I'm signing off telling you I'm Morgan Freeman. Good night, everybody.